Yes, I'm back for another edition of the William Green Experience live on YouTube and on Speaker Radio. You miss any parts of any tonight's episode, go to the WilliamGreenExperience.com/speaker. Wow, I said that all backwards. The WilliamGreenExperience.com/speaker radio. That's where y'all go if y'all miss any of tonight's parts of any tonight's show. And this week, I'm gonna have besides my boy Ralphie that's gonna come on in a few minutes. I got a few other people that's coming on this week. I'm gonna have my boy Chris Pinson on this coming Wednesday, 5 p.m. He's the sports guy over at TV 20 out in Gainesville, Florida, local ABC affiliate. And I got my boy Rated R. He's gonna be on Friday 9 p.m. And I forgot, on Wednesday I have two guests. So other than my boy Chris, I have my boy Fritzo coming on. He's gonna be talking about his podcast and his independent filmmaking. Because him and his crew, they've been awesome when it comes to that. Awesome. They travel everywhere, and they seem like a cohesive group. So I just want to find out how do they make. So they're gonna be coming on, and tomorrow I'm gonna have my boy Rich Fame come on tomorrow, 9 p.m. He's another person from the block, so I wanted to say the best for last. Because I'm Raphael, I grew up with him, so did Fame. So I like, yeah, you gotta give back to the people that live in your neighborhood. Start with them first before anybody. So, in fact, let me introduce you to him right now. How we came to this event was he heard me talk about Skip Bayless and his thoughts on Dak Prescott coming out public with his mental health. Skip Bayless thought that it was a sign of weakness to come out with mental health, and I respectfully disagree. Now, I'm not going to pound the guy to the ground because at the end of the day, a lot of the people born in the 1950s and early, they don't really understand mental health awareness. It's like they deal with stuff, they get over it, and they move on. That's how they handle stuff. They suppress a lot of stuff and tell people to move on like it's the easiest thing to do in life. And that's not the case. Life don't work like that. You have to talk about your problems amongst yourselves, amongst your peers, or you have to see a therapist, see a therapist. You just can't suppress everything. That's how you run yourself into an early grave. Or you jump to like alcohol, drugs, trying to suppress it because you feel nobody's listening to you because you feel like they don't understand. But we bring out my boy, Mr. Rafael Reyes. Let's go, bro. Mute your mic. Unmute your mic. How y'all doing?
I'm Ralph.
That is beautiful as well.
Yeah, this is Sky. I'm Ralph, and yeah, Will's a longtime friend of mine, and it's a pleasure being here. Will, man, serious man. I ran into you the other day on a bike by the restaurant. That was kind of random, but
Yeah.
honestly, that how you say it, that encounter we had, it brought back a lot of memories that day. And that one simple encounter, honestly, even though it was just a simple bike ride and you run into me accidentally, you know, can lead to other things sometimes, And that's what I'm hoping to get out of this. And I'm sure that's what I'm hoping my daughter is saying to get out of the same. And yeah, man, we're just open to whatever it is. Because honestly, mental health is not just something individually, it's something that should be addressed as a family. And the fact that it's not, being taught in school, it's not even in the education system, it's not, it's not even being taught in the generation, to be honest. And my daughter's a teenager, and not for nothing, Will. Yo, my daughter can tell you about mental health more than a lot of adults, man, and a lot of because it's just how you say it. You got to keep them informed. Because my thing is like if they don't know what they talking about, then how they supposed to know?
Yes.
So it's like one way or another, you gotta inform them. It's like basically having a child. You tell a child not to do something.
Yeah.
Obviously, what's gonna happen? Common sense. They're gonna do it. But if you sit down and tell the child, be like, hey, this is why you're not supposed to do such and such because it's gonna lead to such and such, then more likely the child is likely to comprehend and understand the message that you're trying to get across. And you don't have to worry about such a big problem because children are curious. Children, their brain are sponges. All they want to do is learn, 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 learn. So it's like that's what we got to do. We got to teach them. That's our job.
Why do you think
And
they ask
unfortunately,
at 4?
go ahead.
I said, why do you
Nah,
think,
yeah,
I said, why do you think they ask questions at 4 years old? As early as
yeah. What? Yo, it's insane. That's what I'm saying. So, and then not only that, like, oh, when it comes to questions, man, I don't want to go there. But just in general, I just feel the reason why we don't understand even as adults, and I was just relating to what you were saying because it was kind of true what you were saying too in regards to Skip. Because unfortunately, I only seen it from one perspective, and that's only because
I
I
like
kind
that you
of
said that.
yeah. Like I was basically kind of frustrated because to be honest, it's like I felt like he was insulting him and like he didn't have no discretion for like his feelings, his family, his circumstances. And I thought that was extremely unfortunate. Cause like I was explaining, there's 4 steps to this, man, unfortunately, mental health, man. This first is hell. Straight up. There's no other way to put it, man. It's hell. It's hell. And then there's basically you looking for understanding. And then somehow when you find this understanding, you gotta look to accept it. And then when you accept it, then you move on. But my thing is, who know what stage Prescott was in? Who know? He mentioned the COVID. He mentioned the fact that he has all that pressure. You get what I'm saying? Being an NFL celebrity, being the captain of a football team, being on, that's America's football team before the Giants. You get what I'm saying?
America's team.
So it's like, yeah, and I'm a Jets fan, but no, all due respect, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all. I just don't feel like that's what it was. I didn't feel like he had consideration.
That's how I felt too. And then I thought about the comments themselves and how old was the. You see, what I try to do is I try to look at the other person and analyze the person talking about stuff. Now, if he was somebody our age, I'll look at him like, but you're being a dick.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You're being ass.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying to him. I'm like you're being inconsiderate. You're lacking empathy. And then, but if I look at somebody older and I'll be like, well, this person's 54 years old, so I can understand why he would have an ideology like that. Because a lot of older generations is like get over it. You like,
Man, it's not even the older generations, to be honest. It's even our generation too. We're unfortunate.
yeah,
And the older generation is affected more, but our generation also affected. And the fact that we're affected, the younger generation is affected too, because anything that affects us is going to affect them. And that's what
yeah.
people need to understand. So it's like the fact that they always trying to hide things from children, the fact that they trying to keep secrets from children, the fact they're not trying to tell children about the real world, they're not trying to tell children about taxes, they're not trying to tell children about, seeking employment, what it is to have an independent livelihood, to what it is to survive in the real world, all the obstacles and all the changes that happen, once you hit that I guess you can say that point in your life.
Yeah.
And I just think overall as a unit, it should be addressed because since baby, man, unfortunately, man, even when we told what to do, man, since baby.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So it's like my daughter being born.
Yeah.
They took her and they basically was like they decided what to do with her. They decided how to proceed. They decided how to go about the situation. They basically made the decision in regards to when my daughter was delivered. And is that fair to anyone? Nah, I don't think so. Because my thing is, by instinct, by human instinct, you should already know what to do with your own child. That just came out of you. That just came out of yourself as a as a person. That was you. That was in you for 9 months, and you telling me that baby came out of you from 9 months,
Yeah,
and then now you got a stranger
yeah.
holding your baby,
Hmm.
putting in some time capsule. I'm just joking. What is that called? Um, incubator.
Okay.
So what you call it? So yeah, it's like basically it's like all we taught is order, man. Unfortunately, man, since baby, and we're not allowed to actually depend to really think independently. People think we are, man, but unfortunately we're not, and that's what leads to the whole mental health aspect in general. For the fact that we don't even have control of our minds, man.
Yeah,
They don't even let people have control of their minds because from their baby, bro, they telling them what to do.
yeah.
So it's like you waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. You waiting for take orders. You waiting for, it's like,
Yeah.
man,
It's kind of like people who work 9 to 5 at these like retail stores. It's like they look like robots after a while.
yeah, man. Like you can play some with the mannequins, right?
I've
Well,
been working in that industry for 10 years, and I felt like I was losing myself working there because it's like they don't teach you how to do anything. The only thing they teach you how to do is
fold clothes.
take orders.
Oh, wow.
So it's like that. Yeah, after a while, it feels like you are a robot.
Yeah, and then in a while, and in a way, it's like it's not how you say it. It's not slavery. I don't want to say it's slavery because then that would be too much of an overly expressive word to use. But it's a controlled system. It's a system basically that unfortunately people have to be adapted to no matter whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
Because
I
there's
feel
rules and regulations to abide by. But like I was mentioning earlier, when you tell a kid, right, not to do something, they're gonna do it, right?
yeah,
But if you sit down and tell the child, hey, such and such is going to lead to A, B, and C, this is why you can't do such and such,
yeah,
then more than likely they'll probably have an open mind to it because you sat down, actually explained to them, and you let them speak their mind also.
yeah.
But as an adult, too, we have that same problem.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. It's like we tend to not like we tend to want to how you say limit ourselves. We tend to want to be simple it's like
Why
for
do you
instance I had 2 bedroom apartment, cool, all right, whatever.
why do you think people have that
I
mindset?
have the love of my life. This is the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm not currently driving or whatever, but I'm
No,
thankful for everything that I have, huh?
no, I'm asking. Why do you think people have that mindset? In your opinion?
People have that mindset. Yo, it's the pyramid, bro. It starts from the top. It starts from the top, man. They don't want us to. They don't want us to. Unfortunately, they don't want us to out. They don't want. They trying to get rid of the middle class, man. They don't want us to get. They don't want us to progress into the upper class because then
Yeah.
they all we're gonna do is provide more of intimidation and more
Mhm.
of a how you say it of a power factor that
Yeah.
they don't necessarily want to be stripped of because that's their dignity,
Yeah.
and that's unfortunate because screw your dignity. Not to say it like that, bro. Word. Because it's like you putting thousands and millions and billions of people lives on the line for what, 100 and some people that feel like they know what's best for the world.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It ain't worth it. It starts, and that's the funny part.
Yeah.
It's billions of people, like what I just said.
Yeah.
And it's 100 and some. It's like I said, pyramid. It's probably 100 and some on top of this little pyramid or whatever it is. How
Mhm.
is that possible, man? Come on, man. People in general, like I said, as a unit, instead
Yeah.
of people dividing, instead of people separating, because honestly, that's the devil's mission, man. The devil's mission is to divide and subtract. That was never the Lord's mission. The Lord's mission is always to add and multiply. So it's literally common sense, man. And it's like stick together. What you gonna accomplish by being separate? So then if something really does happen, where are the natural resources? Where are the essential supplies? You can't live on your own. We need one another.
Yeah.
But no, people rather want to be irate. People rather want to have a reason to be mad. People rather want a reason to have their voice heard. And I get it. We all do. And and we all in some way somehow suffered in one way or another.
Yeah.
Ancestors, relatives, young generation, upper generation. Come on, we got conspiracies where the government is eating the kids. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just starting to trust my daughter out my sight in a little bit. Like, having her go to the store and stuff. Because it's like, it's serious out here. Our children ain't even safe, man. And people worrying about voting. But your child not safe to go outside, go to the store, and bring you some milk and cookies.
Yeah. But so basically what you're saying is you shouldn't vote, or you should be more concerned about your children than this political stuff that's going on now.
How do I approach this? Do you want to answer this question? I don't mind if you do. No? Okay, fine. So say that again, Will.
Go ahead.
No, say that again.
Okay, you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, thanks.
So basically, by what you just said, do you mean that people should worry more about their children being safe, besides worrying about political stuff, or you're just telling people to just not vote? Because you said something about voting. That's
well, honestly, everyone's entitled to their own perspective. Yeah. Everyone's entitled to freedom of everything. Yeah. Honestly, if it comes down to me, man, I stick to simple rules, man, and each their own, and we all got freedom of speech. I don't mean to offend anyone, but I solely believe in Jesus Christ and the 10 Commandments. Those are the rules that I follow. And literally, I feel man should know what's right from wrong by instinct. No man should have to dictate their decisions. No man has to dictate their outcome. Nobody has to dictate the beliefs. Nobody has to dictate. I don't want to mention this word, man, but religion. Because I'm sorry, and it sucks that I say this, man, but it's like, it's if you look at it, it's like, why is there not togetherness, man? Like why isn't religion supposed to be love?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Isn't everything supposed to be love? Why is it so easy to hate a person?
Yeah.
Than it is to love a person.
Religion is just a way of separating people and making even more unnecessary rules than it is to life, to people to try to control them and try to manipulate them into feeling like if they don't do something, then they'll be in the wrong or things like that. Religion is just something to separate people. If it was up to me, religion wouldn't even be a thing. We should all just believe in God, Jesus Christ, Lord. And yeah, that's it.
So,
and to me, she's entitled to her own beliefs. That's not brainwashed.
I think everybody has. I mean, you got people out here that believe in God, Jesus Christ, and you got people who believe in whatever they believe. Like, I don't believe anybody should be judged based on what they believe. It's faith-based, so it's like but it's like you got people that try to force their religions or beliefs on people, and I don't like that.
Bro, there's good and bad in every religion.
God, yeah.
There's good and bad in every religion, unfortunately. No matter
for example, I'm gonna say something right now that's gonna probably piss people off, but hey, it's just my opinion. Like, as far as religion, like, you got people like Joel Osteen. I'm sorry, he's a crook.
Preach, brother.
He's a crook. You gonna say he's a crook and a fraud? Because about a few years ago, remember that hurricane that happened? Yeah, remember that hurricane? Like, where I forgot exactly what city was it in, but he had his church. People wanted to use that as refuge to seek shelter. And he said no. And then a few days later, he opens a church. You want to know why he opened that church? It's not because
people were in agony, bro. Because people were in sorrow, bro. And that's when you get them the most, bro.
No. This is This is why he opened that church. This is why he opened the church.
All right.
Because it was a PR move.
A what?
A PR move, public relations move. Meaning you're doing it to give yourself a good PR. Because remember, Joel Osteen is a public figure. So if him closing that church gave him bad press, so whoever his handlers were told him to open his church back, so he could use it. It'll look good on him.
Yeah, I get it. But if you want to look at it,
smart move.
All right, sorry. You're right. That is not a smart move at all, and I completely agree with that. And it's funny because I had one of my colleagues actually speak to me about that specific individual because she used to hear him on the radio often, and I used to look at him on TV and thought he was a clown, unfortunately. And no offense to anyone, it's just like I said. All I believe is Jesus Christ, man. That's it. I keep it simple, bro. I keep it simple. And also in regards to what I wanted to say. You said something about Joel Osteen. Sorry, it's the anxiety, man. And you already know what's up, boys. You had say what you had said at the end with Joel.
So what he did by letting people inside that church.
Oh, right.
He didn't do it out the kindness of his heart. He did it because it was a PR stunt.
Exactly, and this is the way I look at it. I look at it from more of, I guess, in a faith or spiritual, perspective. You're right too. I'm not gonna lie, from a physical perspective, but also how you think those people were feeling during those circumstances and that tragedy and that trauma they was experiencing.
I'm pretty
Don't
sure.
you think? Well, don't you think? What's the first thing they're gonna look to?
God, right?
Yeah.
So why not take advantage?
Yeah.
So look at that. He didn't give it to them when they really needed it. He gave it to them after they suffered.
Yeah.
What was the point of giving it?
What was the point?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like he waited until they suffered to do it, but he wasn't going to. The only reason why he did it because he looked stupid, and everybody called him out on it.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be a person that wants to help people, and all that money that people donate to your raggedy ass, give it back, or do something in return to help out the people that you say you want to help.
Yeah.
People that donate to you and make you rich, so it's only fair that you help the people. Do what God asks of you.
Bro, imagine if all these, come on, bro, you even know it. All these rich dudes, man. Let's say they put a little pot together, man. They probably got more than a federal bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's to say, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And you telling me they can't dish that out to the world, but people rather worry about this stimulus that's coming right now.
Yeah, we're not.
Everything's a distraction, bro. Everything's a distraction. Unfortunately, you know what it is? It's like they're gonna give that money, but they waiting because they waiting for the vote. That's gonna be a deciding. That's gonna be almost how you say it, influential, like a deciding factor. Because somebody give you something, you're gonna want to have them writing. You're gonna want them to stay there, right?
Yeah.
If someone, like you said, he did executive order, right, and he overruled everything. All right, let's say he do executive order and he just basically give money trees to everybody. Like, you telling me everybody ain't gonna vote for him? Come on, man.
But getting off of that a little bit, as far as like why I brought you on the show, basically, like tell everybody this show is about mental health.
Yeah.
Like, give us your journey and your road to.
All right, yeah, that's that was good chatting, man. But if I'm gonna have my daughter start it off, and after that, I could just bounce off of whatever she she has to say on the topic, and then we can proceed from there.
That's great.
All right.
All right.
So I don't know what to start off with. Like, is there a question I have to answer?
Do you want to give a question, Will?
Yeah, basically, I wanted to know his journey from because we talked earlier. We was talking about. He was telling me a little bit about
what happened in the year 20.
Yeah, his journey, like his mental health journey, because everybody starts from a rock bottom and they have to work their way back up. So when did you hit rock bottom, or when was you about to hit rock bottom to the point you decided to ask for help? What was your breaking point?
Who, hers or mine?
Bro, I want to start with yours.
Mine.
Then I get to hers too.
All right, copy. Well, honestly, I would like
because I'm gonna say this before, because you have to hit a certain point to the point it'll affect her first. I mean, second. So it affects you first. So we have to start with you. Then we're gonna go to her.
I got you, homie.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your honesty. And honestly, your ideology and the way you just approached it and makes perfect sense. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And my rock bottom, bro. Honestly, I don't even call it rock bottom, bro. I call it the pits.
Wow, the pits. Why do you call it the pits? Like, what was crazy? Like,
unfortunately, to be honest, I had an addictive personality. Unfortunately, I had an addictive personality. So there was basically one time, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, put it like this. Before I say anything, my daughter's a teenager. She knows what's right from wrong. She's not, I'm sure she's seen worse on TV. So please, nobody take what I say offensive, because yeah, I'm not trying to offend anyone, and it's common sense. So basically I had hit rock bottom, whatever it is. So it was a point in my life where I had an addiction problem, basically. And unfortunately, the addiction was sex and drugs. So it had basically spiraled. It spiraled, man. And it
how old was you when it started happening?
Oh, bro, this was basically I can say the first episode occurred, I can say around maybe the year of like, I'm not gonna mention Shorty, but it happened like around maybe like year 2012, 2013.
Okay.
Because reason why I say this, I had an experience where that was included. And how can you say? I guess I really enjoyed it. And yeah, and at the same time, I shouldn't have, because it was the worst mistake I ever made in my life. Because ever since that, basically, I was always trying to chase that feeling,
right,
that woman gave me that night. And
was she older than you or younger than you?
Huh?
Was she older or younger than you?
She was older than me.
Okay. I know you didn't want to give her age, but I just wanted to ask, was she older or younger?
Nah, yeah, I was basically, to be honest, I was like 20, she was like 28.
Okay. A few years age difference, but it ain't that bad.
I don't know. For some reason, at that age, man, I don't know, man. I was like young meat for some reason, man. Right. And I was trying to behave, but there's only so much we can do, as young men.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can continue.
All right. So yeah, where did I leave off at?
Yeah, you were saying that
oh yeah, so I had that experience or whatever it is. So then ever since, I guess I was chasing that. So then eventually, at the same time, though, it wasn't just about that. I was also about my business. I was also about getting an education. I was also about being a great father. I was also being a great influential worker. I was also into getting, I guess, being a good public servant, because I had my daughter at an early age, at 18. So it's more like a brother-sister relationship rather than a father-daughter relationship, to be honest. And if you don't tell them how it is, somebody else is. And ain't nobody gonna tell her how it is. that don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. That's my job. So whatchamacallit, so I try to be as as less explicit as possible, but at the same time, children talk, man. We were teenagers, man. You know how I was in 129, Will.
Oh, yeah.
That was savage days, man. Those were savage days, man. And yo, honestly, that's kind of where I think I was, where everything started in regards to the mental thing.
Okay.
Because I was seeking acceptance. I was seeking love.
Right.
And I was seeking attention. And it's like, instead of me being focused on school, like they was trying to tell me, but you know what it is? It's not the school system too is to blame, unfortunately, because the education system that they put for the children is boring as shit. Excuse me, English.
It's like in class when they want you to read these lame ass books. Now, some of them are
Bro, they want you to solve one math problem the same way in 3 different ways.
Yeah, that too.
What is that called? Common core something.
Oh, I hate math.
Something math. It's like you used to do it
I
before.
took a math class this past semester during the pandemic.
Well, more like a pandemic. That's how I feel about it, to be honest. Sorry, I didn't mean to. No offense.
No, you know what? That's your opinion. That's fine. Nobody can.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So, but in regards to that, man, I guess that's what that whole mentality happened, and that's when I guess I was always seeking that, and I guess I bumped into that girl, and she gave me that feeling, and yeah, and then after that, you already know, you want to put it spiritually. I'm sure I wasn't being guided by a good spirit. I'm sure I wasn't, in the right hands. I'm sure my faith wasn't where it's supposed to be. I'm sure where I was supposed to be thinking and focusing on, I wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's because of that experience. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and if I was to, nobody could rewrite history, put it like that. So it's like, I tend to not even think about it like that, because you can't solve nothing if you try to rewrite history. You can talk about it. You can reflect upon it. You can discuss it, and I guess you can help. You can use it to help others, and help other children who don't understand, also who are seeking answers, and unfortunately their parents don't want to give it to them because they rather, rush them away and go to your room and get on that technology device. You get what I'm saying? And get brainwashed while you at it, and it's extremely unfortunate, but. Us, we ain't have that. We were more of a physical generation.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? We had both the best of both worlds. So it's like we went through that physical until junior high school, and then technology started getting high school and all that. Yeah. And then, before you know it, we at where we at now. We talking how we talking.
I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 16.
Bro, I didn't get my cell phone until I graduated 8th grade.
20.
She got her cell phone.
3rd grade.
Yo, she said 3rd. It probably wasn't 1st. Nah, I'm just kidding. but not for nothing. But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
We're even around that age. She was like in 3rd grade, 4th, 5th grade. She was on what was that? Musically or something like that?
Yeah. There used to be music.
Oh, I remember.
That was TikTok.
Whatever. I guess whatever. I guess they collaborated or did something.
They changed.
But
TikTok.
You know how hard that is, Will, and I'm sure you into productions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
This girl was literally making movies with dolls. No, but you know how you got to really put it in each move, and you got to stop, and then you got to, keep like, yo, I couldn't believe it. I seen that, and I was just like, that's why I already knew she was special, bro. And in a blessed way. She laughs because she knows she's blessed. And it's nothing but love over here, to be honest, bro. And that's the only reason why I feel, I could speak on certain things. Because I'm not here to spread hatred, man. I'm not here to spread envy. I'm not here to spread a bad message. Honestly, I'm just here to spread togetherness, love, and family, man. Honestly, because unfortunately nowadays, man, yo, your friends in the streets is your family, man. It's like, yo, I remember it was like 30 of us. Now it's probably like, yo, I ain't want to say it.
Well, but it's like as far as like you're like when exact like how like okay, first of all,
I know what he's trying to get at.
That girl at,
huh?
That girl that caused you to go down the place you want to go. Where did you meet her at?
Oh, it was a hotel.
You met her at a hotel? She
basically how you say it? She first introduced me to a hotel.
She introduced you to a hotel.
Yeah.
Now, actually, where did y'all exactly connect with each other? Like,
we connected. You know what's funny? You're funny, yo. Oh man, I guess that was my little I guess that was my delinquent days, in a way you can say.
Okay.
That was I was on a revenge tour, and I guess you can say I was eating. I was how you say it? I was eating where I wasn't supposed Oh, you I was shitting where I was eating.
Oh, wait a minute. So
Yo, but it was so easy, man. I'm sorry to mention this, man, and I don't want to get into specifics because
you don't have to.
I might
I-
mention agencies and shit. I might put some.
A connection to my listeners, like, where did you meet this person at? So you met her. Where you meet
I
her?
was employed, basically. I was employed, and she was she happened to be a tenant.
Okay, right. Okay, so y'all met you met her at work, basically.
Yeah.
Got you. I just wanted to know exactly where y'all met at because I'm like,
You know what's funny? Forget it. I don't even want to say it. Nah, forget it. She's all right. Whoa, chill. You're gonna get me in trouble. Chill.
we real too much now, but no, I didn't want you to go too deep, but I just wanted to know.
No, it's fine. I just don't want to mention names. That's what. That's fine.
You don't have to mention her name.
Yeah.
So I just want connection.
So basically, that was like the tipping stone. And like I was saying, in regards to mental health, let's get back to mental health. The first time I even thought about mental health, Will, to be honest, like I was telling you earlier, man, is when I even met you, bro. To be honest, because you were first amongst the first group of people that was amongst us that would hang out outside, and how you say, I guess you have your own shares and experience in mental health, sure. Yourself, I'm sure. So I didn't really understand anything at the time. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as a child, you get me. And if I did, you think I would have even looked? You get what I'm saying? You think I would even have that perspective? I would even have that judgment? Or I would even know? Because if children are taught the way they're supposed to be taught, which is what's right from wrong, and not what's wrong from right, they do it backwards. For some reason, I have no idea. But yeah, I think I wouldn't have even had experienced what I experienced. And that's basically what led to the year of 2016. Terrible year, man. Terrible year. And I guess that's where I can have stick in because
2016 was a terrible year for me too. 2016 was a terrible year for me too. You're not alone.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I thought the Mets was gonna win the World Series and everything.
And then 1 + 6 is 7. And that's your favorite number.
That was
But I'm gonna have a start about 2016 if you like. I don't know if you want to speak on 2016, but then after that, I'm just gonna bounce off, and then me and her gonna go our separate ways because I'm really gonna get into other things. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Got you. In fact, how did it affect Sky? How did it affect you though? Like his mental his mindset at that time. How did it affect you mentally?
Basically, since my dad was going through such a tough time with him and he needed to focus on himself, because I was going to be good either way, but he needed to focus on himself at the time. So while he took that time to focus on himself, I had a little bit of a little identity crisis. Like I was only an 8-year-old little girl and I didn't know much. I was just so lost that year. And it really it messed with me a little bit because I had a lot going on with everything. It was with school, with me, with my family, things like that. So it kind of messed with me in the head. And my dad, he's the closest person to me because I talked to him about everything. And the fact that he was going through something, even though he never showed it, I just found out recently about what he went through. Because he was so good at hiding things.
Because you gotta wait till they become a teenager, right?
He was so good at hiding things. He always act like he was so happy. So the fact that I still felt him, it kind of messed with me because I was like, why am I feeling these ways? Why is this happening? And why is my dad sad,
Yeah.
So it kind of just messed with me a little bit. And
how did it affect you going to school and everything? Because I know that's thinking about something like that at home. Like my uncle passed away when I was 7 years old, and it affected me in school.
Yeah,
so I can only imagine.
It was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, I couldn't focus in school as much because I've always been smart, and at my old school I was always an honor student. But it kind of messed with my grades and stuff because I couldn't focus as well, and I started trying to copy the other girls. I started trying to act like them, try to be them, because they all got acceptance from everybody in the grade, and everybody thought they were the coolest people ever. So I was like, oh, what if I act like them? Would I be cool? You know? So it was just a part of that, and knowing me, I would never be that way. So it messed with my grades a little bit. It messed with my grades because I wasn't focusing and I was messing around, fooling around, getting in trouble, stuff like that.
Do you want me to fall back, or you got something to say? Well, go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm gonna retort to that. It's just like I'm glad that you were strong enough to get through that, because that's a challenging thing for a child to go through at that age, especially at 8 years old. Having parents going through mental health crisis or substance abuse, because that I dealt with that in my family too. So that's why I'm still here today, because I found my salvation. I found therapy. I started going to therapy 2 years ago. I probably should have went earlier in my life, because I think if I did, then I would have never had those things go on. I would have never struggled in high school to be accepted. But my advice to you is, how old are you now? 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the math in my head, because you said 8 years old in 2016. I was 28. So it's 20.
But you said junior high.
Yeah. So basically, going through high school.
You know how junior high was, though, Will. That's when everything,
Yeah.
School dances. Yeah,
that's when you start.
Everybody wanted to dress up.
You're gonna notice that's when people are gonna, boys and all this stuff is gonna approach you,
skate park. Tell her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this is really off topic, but I started skateboarding 2 months ago.
Okay.
And I go to the skate park every other day on weekdays because school, but on the weekends I go every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was yesterday. It was these 3 boys. They were my age, and they had approached me because I was trying to go down the ramp. I was trying to drop down the ramp, and they approached me with my dad, and they were trying to help me and everything. And then when we were leaving, because it got really, really late, when we were leaving, they tried to follow us because they was oh, can we come to your house? Stuff like that.
Oh. So what you call it? You have any more questions from her? Because I'm about to take over, and I'm about to excuse.
No, I just got one piece of advice for you, and
all right, awesome.
Just be you.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't follow the crowds. Be you. If they call you lame, let's be lame.
Tell her what we went through, Will.
Huh?
Tell her what we went through, Will. Tell her, man. Tell her
what I went through.
Our identity crisis and all that. You know what I'm saying? All the suffering we went through with bullying and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being accepted by other people and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've definitely been bullied. When I was young, I didn't have the gift of gab that I do now. So I used to cry a lot. I used to be the baby crying. Anybody who knows me, oh, there you go, baby cry.
And in me, for some reason, a part of me would be sensitive, because I didn't understand what was going on. But if somebody would have informed us, and I would have been a part of the education curriculum in school, then maybe I would have understood, and I would have reached out a hand to him. And I would be like, yo, Will, you all right, bro?
I wish they would teach us more about mental health in school, make that a subject.
Yo, she know more history than a lot of your friends, bro.
I'm in love with history.
I'm being dead serious.
I love history too. I probably don't know as much now.
And a lot of my friends too, in general, just in general, she just love history.
Yeah, in fact, this is something that, as far as the school systems and how they handle bullying and all this stuff, I feel like the teachers, especially at CS 44, oh my God, they didn't care.
It looked like they set us up and to put us in a Royal Rumble or something.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? That's not even far fetched. That's how I feel.
No, so serious. And then the bathroom was the spot.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a teacher, I forgot her name, but she had a button that she had pinned on a shirt that says "No whining." Yeah. Yep.
That is.
I remember
What grade was she in? What grade did she teach? You don't remember nothing?
She was a sub. She was one of those substitute teachers. So I don't remember what grade she actually taught.
But I see why you remember, because of the badge.
Yeah, that's something I will never forget. I saw, and I'll tell you the year I saw it. I saw it in 1999. When I was in 5th grade. I was like, so it's like, so basically what she's implying is we can't go when we're in trouble with another student, don't whine to her. Just sit there and take it and shut up. Okay.
But then you got your parents, telling you, listen to your teachers. Go to school. Listen to your teachers. Listen to your teachers.
Being a teacher,
and they don't even take 2 minutes to even solve a simple math problem with them at home.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Teachers be doing it too, though. They be like, they put so much pressure on us because they be setting these whole like identity norms and how the normal.
Come on, they got some other. I don't want to talk about that, man. They got this whole other thing, this whole new flag. I don't even know, man. I don't know. Forget it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
But I'll say that to say this, like, if you, it's like you got teachers that's doing that, but the minute you fight back, you get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But if you would have done something about it in the first place, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Exactly. Somebody hits you, and then they expect you not to hit them back. Like, you want me to sit there and get beat up and have my eye out?
I'm talking about that girl.
What girl?
That she was like supposedly popular or whatever it is, and she was claiming that she was such and such. Yo, you should see what girls is talking about on her grade, bro. I'm dead serious.
There's this girl named Sanat.
All right. I don't know if that out later or something.
Her name's Rebecca. And basically,
no, that's not her name. She just made up a name. Go ahead.
Let's just call her Jane. Okay.
Yeah.
Jane Doe. Jane Doe.
All right, Jane Doe.
Okay. In my grade name, she probably gonna see this and bully the crap out of me when I get back to school. So there's this girl named Jane.
No, not.
She's a wait. She's a bully?
No,
wait, answer this question. She's a bully?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
That's
say her name on the air. I want her to. I want a response to what you say. Just tell me her name. We're gonna respond because she ain't gonna bully you. Especially if I find out about it.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Her name is Jane, and she's on our dance team. So, like, of course, she's in the front row. She's in the middle. She's like the best dancer. Everybody likes her, stuff like that. And she claims that she's pansexual, meaning that she likes boys, girls, transgenders,
everything.
No, like gender, things like that. And it's like, it's gotten so far to the point where she would be in the bathroom making out with girls. She would be in the bathroom making out with boys. She would be giving boys lap dances, things like that.
And that's insane, bro.
But the only thing that girls do, it's not only her. It's crazy.
And it's not even her. It's not even only her.
It's
like a trend.
It's like all her followers.
And my thing is, I never learned about that thing, that pansexual thing. So she taught me that.
I only recently found out about it myself, so you're not alone.
Yo, but how is it that a child taught me something like that?
Because it's something that our generation is not familiar with. We don't care about none of that stuff.
Yeah.
We know we have gay. I mean, we have gay people, homosexuals. But
my thing is, okay. All right, but I bet I get it. You're right, Will. Yeah. But I bet certain things that I said on here, right? People will feel that it's unjustifiable, or they'll probably have judgment because the fact that maybe, she's not that age. You get what I'm saying? Or she's not old enough. Don't you think it's like almost the same thing? Like, why is she even knowing that information?
Yeah, I agree. Well, you shouldn't be knowing what a.
Why she even being exposed to that?
You shouldn't be knowing that.
But then there will be a problem by me telling her the truth.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But society,
exactly.
Society is sensitive. They want. The thing is, they're trying to force people to accept what they are.
Yeah.
Yo, and not to throw it out there, but if you haven't noticed, that word you said earlier and that word you just mentioned right now, we put it together, it sound alike.
But look, that's the thing. Like, you can't force people to like. That's what I said earlier. You can't force people to believe. I feel like they're trying to force their agenda out on people, and that's not right. And
well, what's funny is not even one agenda; it's a multiple agenda. How you trying?
No, that's what I'm saying. In general, people be trying to force their agenda on people, and that's not right.
Yeah, they're trying to force it.
You can't force your agenda on everybody. Not everybody agrees with it.
Yeah.
But the minute you say something about it, they want to get offended.
Yeah, they try to be like, oh, you're homophobic. Oh, you don't like gay people. Oh, you're this terrible person. Me, honestly, I don't care if somebody's gay or like lesbian or anything like that because I have family members, I have friends that are.
Who's your favorite artist?
Tyler the Creator, and he's bisexual. He's freaking dating Jaden Smith. I love that dude.
So it's like, unfortunately, what can I do? It's only entertainment though. So it's like, what, I'm a judge her because she's entertained by somebody's music.
Yeah.
You know what children are entertained by nowadays? And you want to worry about music? Come on, man.
The littlest stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? All it takes is a conversation, man. All it takes is what we wanted, unfortunately. But that's why we give it to them now.
Yeah.
Because all we wanted was our voice to be heard. All we wanted was to talk. All we wanted was somebody to listen to us. But unfortunately, because of generations and, the old school generation of people wanting to whip their children, which I have nothing against that. There's a certain discipline, the way you should discipline your child, and there's a certain way you should go about it. This is the way I discipline, to be honest. If you want, she can tell you.
Go ahead. And I'm going to give my opinion on discipline.
He gives a strong lecture.
Lecture? Okay.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
See it in his eyes, like the anger and frustration, and that'll just make you scared yourself. Like, it doesn't have to take a hand for it and make you terrified.
Yeah. I believe that's how discipline should be.
Yeah.
You be able to intimidate or use your voice.
Why you gotta have your child scared of you?
Yeah. And it's like people say, "Oh, beat their ass."
Yeah.
What the hell are they gonna learn? They're gonna become to get bulletproof.
You see, there's a flip side to that. It works on different children different ways.
But you know why that happened, though? You know where that originated from, right?
Slavery. Whoop. White people.
I'm glad you guys answered. See, that's how smart she is. See that, right? She answered the question, by the way.
People being disciplined for being. Let me tell you this though. Let me get this out. So it's like people compare it to slavery. So do I, but it's like that didn't work on me like that, because what worked on me is my grandmother taking stuff away from me. Like beatings didn't work on me like that, because I would just stand there and just look. It ain't affect me one bit. But taking my freedom for going outside, no. That's how come I don't want to go to jail, because I don't want my freedom taken away from me. If I didn't want my freedom taken away from me as a kid, you think I wanted it taken from me as an adult? Nope.
Bro, your freedom is taken away from you since you.
And then on the top of that, you got these parents today disciplining their kids and putting on the internet, like, and then people argue, and people argue and tell me, oh, they're not doing it for likes. Yes, they are. Yes. Because if you didn't want attention for it, you would have never put it on the internet.
Exactly. That's your personal business. Your child did something wrong and you beat them. So what? Why are you posting it on the internet so thousands of people can see it and see your child in pain?
Exactly.
But you know what's funny? But no, wait. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you continue real quick because I want to bounce off what she said.
Yeah.
But they would rather see that. You know that, right? They would rather think that that's a form of discipline. That's a good way of disciplining than what she mentioned earlier, the way I discipline her.
Yeah. Like they think that inflicting pain is something that they're gonna learn from. No, it turns most kids violent. The reason these kids are out here.
You can't fight evil with evil, bruh.
And this is my personal opinion. A lot of the people that I like a lot of these people say, oh, the reason these kids are disrespectful is because their parents ain't beating them. No, that's bullshit. The reason they're doing things that they are is because they getting embarrassed and they getting their ass beat every day and not learning. So what they're going to do is take that frustration out on somebody else.
Humiliation.
They got all that stuff bottled up inside of them, and they don't have the guts to take it out and talk to their parents because they think, oh, they're going to beat the crap out of me. Yes. And I'm going to just get beaten every day and every time I try to express myself. So instead of trying to express themselves to their parents, they go out and take out their anger and disrespect other people because their parents didn't give them that
leisure.
Yeah, that leisure that they can talk to their parents, you know?
But how do you handle it though?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, when I get like angry and frustrated, I either listen to music. I don't know. This is weird. I like painting a lot, so I'll paint my hand. I'll just like cover it in coats, and it just makes me feel better. Or I would like just sketch or ride my skateboard. That makes me feel really good.
That's not a bad vice.
Yeah.
Not a bad. That's not.
And even though she left me out of it, unfortunately, but
And I talk to him.
but nah, she talks my ears off.
I do talk his ears off.
And also, let me ask you, parents that go out there and do that to your kids, and you put it on Instagram, because I've seen some shit that disturbed me. You got these two parents. You got the father with the help of the stepmother beating the crap out of her daughter. I actually did an episode on that, but I'm not going to put it out because the sound is garbage. But basically, the point is, they put this on the internet and they wanted her to admit to something forcefully. And from what I see in her body language, this is not the first time it's happened. It's just the first time it's been recorded. But let me ask y'all parents a question. I'd be doing that stupid shit. Let me ask y'all a question. Because the people that's doing it, they're mean your dad's age. They're born in the late 80s, early 90s. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Is there any VHS tapes of y'all ass whippings?
Yeah, everything Blockbuster.
Is there VHS tapes of y'all ass whippings? If there is, posted. I want to see them.
This Blockbuster.
I want. Yeah, like they want to do that and put it on what you call it and stuff.
In Blockbuster.
And they wonder why people go out there and join gangs and jump people, because they inflict that same pain on another person.
Because they rejecting them.
To me, and I can't do it back to them.
Because they're rejecting them at home too. So they look for.
Yeah. It's like they're not talking to me. They're just beating the shit out of me.
Crazy.
Sorry for cussing like this, but Jesus Christ. It's just,
no worries. No. Trust me. So that's nothing. After she leaves, when we continue, it's nothing, bro.
It's like children these days. Well, I don't know about back in the day or later on in history, but in my experience, honestly, when you're a child and you either have symptoms of anxiety, depression, or things like that, when you try to tell somebody and they don't take you seriously, because they don't take children seriously when they ask for help, when they're literally pleading and begging for help before something terrible happens to them and they get stuck with that anxiety or depression for the rest of their lives. Yeah. And it's like parents try to say, oh, no, you're fine. You're just faking it. It's okay. You're just sad for like today. You'll get over it tomorrow. No, it's something that will stay inside of you for the rest of your life if you don't get the exact attention you need. So if parents are still out here beating their children because they're asking for help, then that says a lot about the parent itself, because you are literally just putting fear and anxiety into your child. So, and you wonder why they grow up in jail for the rest of their lives, because they're taking out that anger that they had since a child for many, many years out when they get older, and it just comes out the wrong way instead of therapy or things like that. So they end up in jail and they're like, oh, it's your fault. It's not my fault. You can't blame me for your decisions. You're an adult. No, you raised this child to become this way. You know?
You're right. You are so right. And you're 12 years old and you articulated that. That's awesome. You did it.
It's not getting, by the way. I don't think so. No, not that way. I think I got a chalkboard.
Better than me.
I got a chalkboard. I'm lying. I got a chalkboard. But yeah, what you gonna call it? You have anything else to say to her though before we get into stuff about mental health?
Yeah, I'm just gonna first of all, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
I appreciate you giving me your insight on from your perspective of what was going on with your dad. And I just want to say, please be yourself. Don't change for nobody. Don't follow stupid trends. Just set them. Yeah. You be your own posse. You set your own trends.
Stand out.
And stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
And stand out. Shine bright.
Stand out.
Well, thanks for having me.
No problem. Nice to meet you, Sky. You have a good
You too.
All right, go close your door. Thanks. I'll be right back, bro.
Oh man, this is a very articulated little girl.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And it's like she said the same things that I actually said online to people.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's like, but when you're telling people the truth, it's all garbage to them.
You're right.
So it's like it's crazy.
It sucks. Give me a second.
Yeah, like people like it's like anytime you say something that doesn't fit anybody's narrative, they want to actually there's one aspect that I think about. People assume that white people don't beat their kids. Like it does. I don't think spankings have nothing to do with white and black. It has to do with what region you're in. I think beatings is more of a cultural thing in the South than it is up here in the North. Because the reason why it was accepted, accepted in the South, because that's what slaves did to us in the South. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. I
think you make a lot of sense, to be honest. And if you don't mind me, wait, give me a sec. I gotta open the window.
Go ahead. I think this is probably one of my favorite shows that I've done so far.
You're funny.
I got like a few more this week.
So what you gonna call? I basically gave you a brief description earlier, right?
When we was out, yeah.
Of what you gonna call it? Of basically what I went through, mental health wise.
Yes.
So honestly, feel free, and I'm open.
Yeah. So what else happened in 2016 that got you to the pits, as you say? So you told me where y'all met.
Yo, put like this. It got so bad.
Get to the pits.
Yo, put like this. It got so bad, bro, that I couldn't even enjoy this anymore.
Oh.
That's how bad it got.
That's a problem.
And that was my go-to. That was my self-medication. That's what I basically went to, like, since I was 15, 16 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had something. I did have something. But the only thing is I was self-medicating myself. And because of the lack of information on it, it just, how you say it, I didn't, instead of somebody telling me, oh, what you're doing is wrong, they instead wanted to label it devil's lettuce. Or they want to label it, just everything that what it ain't supposed to be honest. But they rather put some Viagra commercials on the commercial. Or they rather put some not even Zyrtec, that's some other shit, that's allergies, fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. But like in regards to the amount of prescription pills that they be putting on these commercials, it be insane, bro. Honestly. Mm-hmm. And honestly, yo, what's up, man? Marijuana, yo. Put like this, yo. And this is something that I just got off my conscience the other day. Because there was one time, right? Because I read the Bible 3 times, right?
Yeah.
There's one time in the Bible where they mention weeds. And they mentioned separating the weeds from the crops.
Yeah.
Was the good, the good food, the food for everyone to eat. But, I thought they were talking about weeds, bro, this whole time. Like, I thought they were talking about weed, like, you know what I'm saying? And they end up burning the weeds or whatever it is. But they weren't talking about that. They were talking about weeds, like, when you plant and all that stuff. So it was actually a friend of mine that he put me on. And then I'm like, so wait, so hold up. So then they don't even mention marijuana in the Bible. Nope. And I read it 3 times, bro. So if somebody can honestly find that word for me, I'm not talking about Saint Mary. I'm not talking about marry this and marry that. I'm not talking about Mary Jane. I'm talking about marijuana. If you can find that word for me in the Bible, I'll be more than happy to have any discussion you would like. And on the matter of fact, if you find that word, I won't even smoke this anymore. If you find marijuana in the Bible. If you find the word marijuana in the Bible.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Basically, what you gonna call it? I went on a spiritual journey I was also in a relationship, and I also was trying to be a parent at the same time, and I was trying to be in school, and I was trying to work, and I thought it was cool to use drugs.
Yeah.
So, like, I had my hands full. Obviously, shit got overwhelming. I was on a job one time. I was working for this company or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it was like this rich gated community or whatever, and I was like patrolling the area. It was a really boring job, to be honest. I had mad time to kill. So I was just, expanding my mind, expanding ways to make shit easier, like move up the ladder quicker, find an easy way out, the shortcut. Everybody always trying to find a shortcut.
Yep.
So I heard of Adderall. And I was like, oh, okay. But then all I heard was good things about it. I didn't hear not one bad thing about
What
it.
was the good things you heard about it?
Huh?
What was the good things you heard about it?
Say that again. Oh, give me 1 second, actually. Sorry.
Sound like they're having a race outside.
Yeah, so sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, what did they say was good about the drug?
Oh, they basically said that was like the easy way out in school, in college. Like that was the drug. Like that was
you
it.
know what? A friend of mine told me she did that while she was in college, trying to go for a master's.
I had friends that did it too. I can't front.
Yeah.
But the only thing is my situation was different.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta smoke weed so I don't get emotional. You feel me?
There's nothing wrong with being emotional, but I understand it.
But I ain't with that life. You feel me? All I speak is happiness, joy, and love.
Right.
So it's like, if I get into that, I'm only feeding the dark side. I ain't about that life. So whatchamacallit? All right. So it started with the whole Adderall situation or whatever. And then basically I was seeing a therapist. I was seeing a psychiatrist. They basically said I had ADHD or whatever. They told me not to smoke marijuana, only to take the pills that they was prescribing me. And then, but at the same time, I was been smoking marijuana since I was 15 years old.
Right.
So it's like, who's gonna stop? You get what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna tell me to stop out of nowhere? Like instead of you seeing a person telling them, oh, this is what is gonna affect the brain if you take this substance. And because this substance is a depressant and this substance is a stimulant, obviously it won't go together. It will only bounce off of each other and something maybe bad will happen. But no, those are simple terms. I can get technical, but it's something as simple as that. Like just explaining, this is a down drug and this is an up drug. It don't go together. Simple. If you're going up, you're going up. If you're going down, you're going down. Ain't no, or you're going to stay right here and smoke some weed. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but unfortunately, like I said, I had an addictive personality, man. And I was always chasing that high that I was telling you about earlier, unfortunately. And so, yeah, man, I was addicted, man. And I was on a rampage because I had a broken heart. I was suffering a lot spiritually. I didn't have Jesus in my life at the time. I didn't really have support at the time.
Can I ask why did y'all break up? Yeah. Why did y'all break up?
No doubt. I'll tell you. Okay.
And how long was y'all together before y'all broke up?
Together 3 years and a half.
3.5 years. Okay.
I was only in love twice in my life.
Okay.
That puppy love shit and that real love.
Right.
You know what when I talk about real love.
Yeah.
Puppy love, you can get over that shit. But that real love, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. So, all right, let me get into it. Unfortunately, I came in front. Since the beginning, she wanted to change me.
Oh, God.
She wanted me to be a different person. She wanted this image. She had an image of a man, I guess. And unfortunately, I wasn't meeting her image or her expectation. So I was always striving to meet her image. Meanwhile, I just graduated college with my associates in criminal justice. I just graduated out of the Park Rangers Academy, urban park ranger, not the one that cleaned up the parks and that security guard. No, I was law enforcement. I even made 2 arrests on the job. I'm one of the few people you could say that been arrested twice as a teenager and actually made 2 arrests too as an adult. Yeah, There's only a few people you can meet that said that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one. But what you gonna call it? So in a way, that was my mom's image though, that law enforcement image.
Yeah.
So she wanted me to get into the religious aspect image.
Okay.
Because she was Catholic. Well, cool. My family got a Catholic background. To be honest, if you want to get technical, they got all types of backgrounds, but I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But you know, because that's negative shit, and it don't even need to be worth mentioning. You get what I'm saying? Because it's people. And you know, I'm not, and I didn't even mention nothing, so nobody take anything personally. I'm not even talking about Catholics. I'm not talking about Christianity. I was talking about something way different than all that stuff. I was talking about hocus pocus stuff. All right. Thank you. So whatever. She basically was trying to, I guess, force a belief on me. So it got to the point where it was like I fell in love with her. I can't front. But at the same time, it's not that I was in love with her, bro. It's that I always wanted love my entire life.
Right.
And I never learned how to love myself. So how can you get into a relationship and try to give somebody your all when you don't even know how to give yourself? When you don't even know how to give yourself 50%? And you try to give somebody 100?
Yeah. You know what? I actually relate to your story though a little bit. I could actually say a lot. Like, I just didn't go down a rabbit hole like you did because I think I stopped it before it got to that point. But it was going to get to that point because I was with a girl, like the last one, not the last relationship I was in. I was single for about 8 years. The last person I was with 8 years prior, she wanted me to be somebody I wasn't. She wanted me to be this preppy boy type person that takes everything serious, like basically a robot. And I'm a free spirit person, so she tried to mold me into that. So we would clash a lot. So she ended up breaking up with me, and then it got to the point where I was trying to win this person back, like an idiot.
Yo, that's the worst, bro.
And I lost myself for doing it.
Oh man, bro! You made me want to snap my neck. That's how I get, bro. When I had to let go of those emotions, and I ended up doing it, but I didn't really deal with it like I was supposed to. I just let it go, like gradually, but I never spoke to somebody. I'm listening.
So, since I emotionally got past her, I started traveling.
Oh, lit. Yo, bro, I don't even travel. I need you, bro.
I tell everybody to travel when they can.
So bad.
I've been to so many places within the past 5 years. Been to San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, LA.
Yo, you know what's funny? You're right, because I see what you
Vancouver. Yeah. I've been to a lot of places. But I still didn't get the help that I need until I was out with one of my boys in a park in Chicago, Millennium Park. If anybody's been in Chicago, they know what Millennium Park is. That's the park with the bean in it, the middle bean. But he said that he started seeing the and that's my boy Kenny I'm talking about. Shout out to him. He gave me his therapist card, the office I went to, and I've been doing it for 2 years.
Oh.
So I stopped it before it went that far. Because if I didn't see nobody at that time, I think I would have been in some deep shit. I probably would have been in a relationship where I wasn't happy in. I probably would have knocked somebody up and probably been ready to have 2 or 3 kids.
Exactly, right.
So I'm glad I didn't get to that point. But I'm just saying that to say this, that I relate to that part of the why it got to where it went. I can relate to that.
So that was basically one of the aspects. Right. So at the same time, like I told you, I had gotten to Adderall or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had an addictive personality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So there was a combo of drugs, unfortunately, with alcohol that I was mixing that I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
It led to a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Before you know it, I went cold turkey because my family basically didn't like the way I was acting on that medicine. And they had every right to feel the way they felt because I wasn't me. I was just a complete different person. I thought like I could take over the world.
I thought like I was God. I thought I thought I was just untouchable, to be honest. Like it had me in a mindset, bro, that I never thought I would be in my life. I was living almost in an alternate reality, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me to go to cold turkey, I'm already in an alternate reality. That's how I ended up in the pits. So the pits is basically what I was trying to tell you is that I ended up in the psych ward.
Yeah.
You know, and the only reason why I call that the pits is because I encountered a lot of people who were spiritually exhausted. And what I mean by spiritually exhausted, so those of you, you know, I don't want you guys to get scared or whatever it is. Their spirit wasn't right. Their
Right.
spirit wasn't with Jesus. Their spirit was, well, I don't want to say Jesus because it's like everyone has entitled to believe into what they believe in. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm gonna speak in my point of view, put it like that. All right. To me, their spirit wasn't with Jesus. And I went in there, my spirit was, even though mentally I wasn't, but my spirit always was in a way. Even though I seem like I'm contradicting myself, but it's like I'm really not. Because it's like the Lord puts you through an obstacle course. It's like the world is like one big obstacle course, and like only the strongest survive.
Yes.
And then it's like in there, yo, I literally felt like survival of the fittest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And, yo, they went anywhere from diagnosing me with Risperdal. I mean, that's a medication for schizophrenia, bipolar, severe depression, severe anxiety, ADHD, this and that, DDD, BBB, CCC, however you want to fucking call it. Yo, and you know what was the crazy part? Why they diagnosing me with this shit? I'm studying this shit in school. So I got a mask on the whole time. So I'm literally got my classmate talking about me. And I'm here like, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Like how the fuck you fake some shit like that, bro? So basically that was the beginning. That was the pits. That was the pits. I landed in the psych ward, man. That was the pits. Because after I got out of there, it didn't get any better. Because of all that medication and shit they tried to put me on. And they didn't really give me the proper guidance and medication. Because I seek my own guidance eventually. I'll get to that part.
Right.
So basically they tried to put me on medication I wasn't supposed to be on. Honestly, they had me on medication, bro, that had me feeling like a hamster on a treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
Like yo, and then they had me on some other shit where I was like I like a dope head.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm over here like yo, when I mean yo, we know how dope heads look, bro.
Yeah, they be nodding out. They it's like they fall without they like this without falling. That's amazing.
Bro, I was on a drug that basically was almost like that. It wasn't like that, obviously, but it had some of the same symptoms basically. Well, because of that, I learned a lot about medication. I learned a lot about mental health, you know, because I was in a rough time. Like I said, I was in an alternate reality, but I was in an evil time in my life. Because mentally, I was fucked up, fried.
Yeah.
Eternally fucked up because I was in love.
Mm-hmm.
And then, no, that's emotionally my fault.
Yeah.
And how you say it? What's the other one?
You got physically, emotional.
Yeah, physically, yeah, exactly. Physically, I just wasn't how you say it. I wasn't myself, bro. I wasn't. I was completely out of it. I couldn't even get up to brush my teeth sometimes, bro. I couldn't get up to make me a plate of food. Yo, I was literally, like when Juice WRLD made that song about lucid dreams, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's real, bro. Shout out to my man, yo, rest in peace. He was one of my big influences, you know, throughout the process. His music helped me a lot. And whatchamacallit, lucid dreams is real, man. And basically for like about, I could say almost 3 years, man. Just about that, close to that, to be honest. And I had nothing but dreams of my subconscious and girls that I wanted to be with, and I felt like girls that done left me in life and shit like that. Like, because like I told you, I always seek love. I was always going through life seeking love, always seeking acceptance. You know, always seeking. Because unfortunately, my parents love me. I can't front. My parents did love me, and a lot of people, yo, they used to think that
Yo, I came in front. They used to think I had it all, bro. And it's true, I did. Materialistically, I did. I had it all. My mom's financially, they did it all.
Yes.
But then when it came to showing nurture, when it came to showing expressions, when it came to showing love, devotion, dedication, determination, you know, like everything that life requires for you to make it in life, man.
Yeah.
I had to learn that on my own. I don't blame them though, because everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Because why do you think that girl's smart the way she's smart is now? Because of what I went through.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it actually was a blessing in disguise. You guys sometimes take the gift with the curse.
That's true. I agree with that.
You go ahead. If you could say something if you want. Go ahead, bro. Because I can.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with exactly what you're saying. I just want to read some stuff in the chat. Shout out to my boy DJ. It's a good friend of mine from Old Navy. I met at Old Navy. We're tight now. He's actually the two people that I was actually close with there. There's a few other people, but I just forgot their names. I won't say the names on the air, but he's listening right now, and he said you have to love yourself. He agrees with what you just said. Like, yeah, it's like these people. It's like they want you to give their all to them and lose yourself in the process, and that's not right. It's like you lose yourself. Where are they at? They're living their best life somewhere, not caring.
And then they just want to shrug you off.
Yeah.
You over here seeking help because you don't know what the fuck you're going through. You don't know what the hell just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how the fuck, like, yo, because it happened like this.
Yeah.
Like, literally, bro, I was an honor student. And then I became, not to say it like that, I was retardation, bro.
Yeah.
I was literally mentally disabled. My cognitive abilities were thrown off completely. Like I could barely even put pen to paper, bro.
That's a bad place to be in. And
right.
I
didn't want to see the light of day, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want to I thought about jumping in front of the train, bro. Like I thought about driving my car off the bridge, like you know what I'm saying, like shit that I shouldn't have been thinking about. But it's all right though, because at the end of the day, I expressed it like that just so people can understand how painful it was. In life, I cheated death 3 times. I don't want to get into details, but I cheated death 3 times, man. And I feel like it's because I'm here for a reason and I'm here for a purpose. Whether I know that purpose or not is entirely up to the man above, and it's for him to figure out. But all I know is that I pray, I worship daily, and that's who lead my whole life. That's who led that's basically who was over my shoulder, and the reason why I survived all these traumatic experiences in my life. And to be honest, man, it sucks because, like you said, the thing you want the most, you just want somebody to be able to understand, man.
Yeah.
You just want somebody to be able to be like, yo, I know what you're going through. This is what you need to do. You need to do this. You know, don't be afraid of this. But you know what's funny, bro? You know who tell me that? Jesus, bro. Because I read my devotions daily, bro. I read like 3, 4 different devotions. I read the Bible 3 times. I'm sorry, well, I'm gonna continue reading the same thing over and over again. It makes no sense. So, you know, I kind of in a spiritual connection now. I like direct, you know, take the man from the middle. Ain't no reason for a man to be in the middle, you know. So, like literally, yo, he talks to me when I'm praying, bro. When I'm worshiping, like when I'm reading, he's literally telling me, like, yo, there's nothing wrong with going to therapy.
It's not.
There's nothing wrong with needing medicine. Bro, I'm telling you, I could tell you right now, yo, to get technical. Like, I'm sorry to say it like that, but look, these are Wellbutrin, bupropion. There's Clozapine, 0.5. By the way, I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna show you real quick the medication I've been on for the past 2 years. And I've been chill, and everything's been copacetic. Everything's been going the way it's supposed to go to. And I ain't gonna front. Before I mention this stuff, I didn't want to. I didn't want it to be my first resolution. Why? Because that's what put me in that loop in the first place. But at the same time, I always had a problem. I just didn't notice it because I self-medicated myself with marijuana.
Yeah.
So I seeked help, but with the wrong intent. And that's what backfired in my face. So now I seeked help, and I needed help, bro. I needed help. There was no other choice because I knew that person wasn't me.
Yeah.
I knew whoever that person was, wherever that person was at, he wasn't where he was supposed to be, yo. And whatever it was going to take, yo, I was going to find my way out of there. And to be honest, yo, I'll give a shout out to my man July, yo, and wanting to do that I least expect to even, yo, because this dude, my family understand why I say this. Yo, he was the one basically like, yo, go do it. Like, go see it. Like, you have to. Instead of my parents, they telling me, nah, you good. You just stop thinking about it. You know, go over there, do this, do that, you know. And it's just, you know, it's because you're always thinking about it. You always want to be in love. You always think about girls, this and that. You know, and it's just like, yo, you never, no offense, because like I said, once again, I love my mom dearly. My mom is my heart. My mom is my rock. My mom is the reason why I'm the man I am today.
Yeah.
So I don't put no blame on her, but this is the story. So, whatchamacallit. So yeah, basically it's just, all I wanted was to basically just tell him like, yo, please sit down, sit right here so we could talk.
Yeah.
So we can have a conversation so you guys can understand what the fuck am I going through? Because I don't even fucking understand it.
Yeah.
But yet they think they're doctors. They think they went to school for like 10 years. They think they got their doctorate degree hanged up on a wall.
Right.
And it's just like, that right there is even worse. Because it's like, you yourself know intellectually, like for instance, not to say it like that, you know, nothing against my family. I'm the only one in the past 3, 4, 5 generations I can even think of in my family, bro, to even obtain a master's degree.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I didn't even stop while I was struggling, bro. I didn't even stop. And and I had a little situation where they were trying to take custody away from me or whatever it is, the moms, because of, you know, what I was going through mentally and stuff like that. Okay. But I still ain't let that happen to me, bro. You crazy? Hell no. Because ain't no way. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right, straight up. Mm-hmm. I knew something was wrong, and I needed to make it right. So I seek help, man. I went and looked through reviews. I went and looked for different doctors. And I can't front. I'll give my doctor a shout out. Dr. Hayden. That's my dude, bro. Oh, and his assistant, Dan. Sorry, I forgot your name, man. Is that because he just joined on? Not for nothing he do, but yo, he cool, yo. Yo, he be fronting because I'm single and shit, right? Yeah. So he be fronting like I be on some like dot shit. Yeah. Like, yo, stop playing with me, yo. Yeah. Like, yo, they be on that shit. Yeah. So it's literally like you talking to like a friend, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like a friend you never had. You feel me? And that's what people need to understand, bro. That's all you need sometimes. And I had that. I had one person, bro, that throughout the shit, July basically was a person to put me on. He basically was like, yo, go seek help. And then there was my man's. I'm going to mention him. Fuck it. It is what it is. My man George, yo. No matter what, my nigga, he knew something was wrong with me. He wasn't going to tell me in some sort of way, but he still told me. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, he said it where he didn't want to offend me because some things you don't understand. You get what I'm saying? So you don't know whether or not you're actually completely correct about the things that you're saying about the actual individual. Yeah. So you better try to approach it in a different aspect. Yeah. So, you know, but at the same time, he never left, man. His ears never left, bro. And that's what I needed, bro. All I needed was somebody to keep listening. And yo, whoever respects, yo, word out, peace and blessings to that person, yo, that you know who you are, yo, that done got people through that time, man. And you was that ear, because to be honest, yo, that person thinks about you every day, man. That person appreciates you every day because you're almost like a guardian angel. Because they didn't have the guidance. And it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have even seen that light at the end of the tunnel. Feel me? You cleared up the skies. And my brother too. My fault. Sorry to leave you out of that. My little brother too. My little brother was the reason why I went and got help. They basically called the crisis team and all that.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Brother basically was the one that told me don't give up, because I basically was on some shit like, yo, bro, take my daughter. I don't think I could be a father anymore. Like, I can't do this. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what's wrong. I'm self-medicating myself with all the wrong drugs again.
yeah.
There's nothing improving. I just was like, yo, if I leave, man, just make sure you do what you gotta do. And he was like, yo, Rafa, you better wake up. He was like, man, you're gonna go to court, you're gonna do what the hell you gotta do, and you're gonna make sure you take care of your business.
Mm-hmm.
And yo, after that, bro, instantly, bro, I put pictures, like some crazy shit. I ain't going front, fuck it. Because I needed positive. I needed some positivity in my life, man, to motivate me. And the only person that was going to motivate me was the person that I got right here, because that's my right hand.
Right.
And literally, I put a picture of her everywhere, bro. Everywhere. No matter how much I was in pain, I look at her. And my nieces too, man. Blessings to them, Olivia and Sophia. My daughter's name is Skylise, by the way. It's a beautiful name. Nobody got it. Don't try to use it either. Yeah, I put it out there. It's whatever. But yeah, man, children and family is also a big factor, but they're just gonna help in their own way. Don't be upset if they don't understand what you're going through. You can't be mad like what Will was saying earlier in regards to Skip Bayless and that. You can't really be mad at somebody for not knowing what you're going through. But at the same time, if you know what you're going through, then don't quit. You know there's something wrong, don't quit. And me, I have faith in the man above, man. I have faith in the Lord and Savior, man. I have faith in Jesus Christ, the only known man that I know that performed miracles on planet Earth. Feel me? Like, he rose the dead from the dead. He made the blind see. He fed 1,000 people with like 3 pieces of bread. I'm just trying to exaggerate a little bit, But what I'm saying is that, he did stuff that people can't explain. And then if you want to mention his crucifixion, I don't want to go there.
Well, let me read something right quick.
Go ahead.
Let me read something. I'm on Instagram Live too. It's from Mr. Billionaire. He's somebody that lives in the hood too.
Oh, that's my G.
Yeah, he grew up. He from around the way. Shout out to him. Thanks for listening.
That's my G.
Yeah, we go through things that are traumatizing, and people around us tell us that we're good, like they're experts. And I agree, because a lot of these people think that they know the answer.
They doctors, bro.
But they don't. If you did, you'll be a doctor or something.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Get your ass up and go be a fucking doctor.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor. But the only thing I can tell people to do is, like, if you can control it, change it. If you can't, try your best to fix it. But that's easier said than done in this space. So it's like, it's not really too much I can tell somebody, but I just try to give people the best advice as possible. I usually try to tell people to do opposite of what's bothering you. Like, if you don't like a job that you're at, leave the job. Make sure you have a plan B, but you leave that entry.
Well, you gotta make open doors too. Like what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to try to help you out to get into human services and all that, because you want to get into social work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been doing that now for like about 8 years, and it's crazy because I still didn't stop. You get what I'm saying? Like, I went through everything, bro, and I just wore a mask like Jim Carrey, literally.
Yeah.
And that shit did not come off my face until I was. And dealing with people, man, that's sometimes one of the hardest things to do.
And
why you with your own problems?
He said one more thing that I want to read, and it's something that we all have to do, and I agree with him doing it. He said he had to disappear from everything and everyone to help himself, to heal yourself.
That was my shit when I basically went in the psych ward. I did. I was out. I was away from everything. Like, I was literally like, I felt I was in a rubber room, bro, with paper shoes or some shit. Like,
Damn.
It was crazy, bro. Taking showers, and like, it felt like in a public place. Niggas is in there demonic up, like, I mean, yo, they spirits was fucked up. Excuse my language, but
Oh man.
yo, they was talking in tongues and all that. But bro,
Christ.
me, one thing, bro, this physical shit, I don't care what people could say about this, bro. But spiritually, bro, I can't be touched. And if I can't be touched spiritually, ain't no way you're gonna be able to touch my physical.
Yeah, it all starts. It all starts from up there, and everything else controls itself.
Exactly. No, you're right. You're right. I left that out. But even though we've been talking about that, but
I believe being spiritual
and physical.
Yeah, I believe spiritual and mental. I believe that goes hand in hand with each other, because if
But you got to make sure your mind is right, though.
yes,
You can't approach the spiritual aspect of it if your mind is right.
without touching your mental. Yeah, if you have a good peace of mind, then the spiritual things will come after that. Because I know a lot of people who are Christians.
And I don't belong to no religion, by the way. I don't belong to no religion. I just believe in Jesus Christ. So I'm not even talking for no religion. I'm not talking for nothing. Because, like I said,
I think I know what you mean. Like some people don't believe in the Bible, but that there is a higher somebody that's watching them that's that's higher, but they just don't believe in that particular religion. They're just spiritual people. They just believe that, they believe in the earth, the sun, energy,
stars, magic.
Stars and magic. Well, not exactly magic, but the stars.
Nah.
So, people stargaze and stuff. I know people do that.
Yeah, which is cool.
It's part of nature, so that's why people gravitate towards it.
Candles, statues.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that everybody got their own belief.
Yo, and then my thing is the disrespectful part is that you got an image that's been portrayed throughout life that ain't even him. The dude ain't even white. Yeah. His skin was copper and bronze, and his hair was white. Like, how you get that out of that?
You see, I don't know what to believe as far as the religion aspect. I mean, as far as how I feel about religion and politics,
that dude's a real dude, though. You're that dude that they paint because they basically wanted to make him white, just like the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, if you look up the real Statue of Liberty in France, is a black lady, bro.
Meditation.
It's a black lady, and she was supposed to be on the land. And they chose to instead, unfortunately, turn not to make this a racial thing, but it's facts. Go look it up if you want. And and shit crazy. Like,
yeah. And as far as, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Now go.
I was gonna say, as far as as far as politics and all this other stuff, I honestly think the stuff is boring.
Yeah,
I don't really touch that type.
I don't even pay attention to this shit.
No, I don't either.
It's clowns. To me, it's a circus.
It's like I do, but it's like for me to just make everything in the world political. No, I don't do that. Like, for example, when Goya endorsed Trump.
I heard about it. I heard about it. Somebody told me.
That was, who the hell cares?
Somebody told me how to hate.
Like, who cares? If you want to let them spend their money however they want to.
Nah, but he did violate when he went over there, though. He started throwing tissue and shit.
But that's the thing. I get all that stuff they're saying, but my issue is you do with your money what you want with your money. Why would I boycott the company because they choose to put their money into who they believe in?
Nah, that's a fact. You can't.
I do not care. And their reply is, "Oh, well, it does affect you because they spend their money on." It doesn't matter. If you listen to rappers, most of the money that you
see, I don't mean to cut you off. That brought back memories though. When we always talk like The Rock.
A lot of people, like a lot of these rappers, you buy their albums, they're either gonna spend the money on studio time, a budget for the next album, promotions, hoes, and blow. So what do I care what they spend their money on? I bought the shit. I like it. That's it. So why are we doing that with Goya? You like Sasson, you use it, you put it on your and go about your day.
Even I like that vaccine. People are gonna want to take that shit too.
Yeah.
Some people are gonna line up for that shit. People are waiting for that shit. People can't wait.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about it. Fuck it.
Like I don't care what anybody's political beliefs. Who cares? I don't. Like, come on. That people just overthink stuff when it comes to it. Like, I don't give a damn. Neither should you. It's their money. Let them do what they want with it. You bought their products.
Bro, this land don't even belong to us. This shit still belong to Great Britain.
That's another story.
And we declared the independence.
No, that's another story for another day. That's
I know. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Yeah, but so basically, tell us where you at in your life now from coming
So basically, all right. So basically, I'm not even going front. I'm basically going to tell you what I've been at, but what I'm trying to progress to.
Yes.
Because I feel there's natural herbs and supplements that I feel that you can replace certain medications, and I'm just trying to find a good mixture, I guess, a healthy mixture. But I guess I could give little tips and tools on in regards to medication, and I guess how to maintain a steady level instead of people having to worry about their medication always getting changed, always going up, always going down, fluctuating, or whatever. So that's how it goes. I'm gonna be honest, bro. First, you gotta have trust.
Yeah.
Trust is the key. Trust is the key. You can't look at your doctor like he's out to kill you. You can't look at your doctor like he's your worst enemy, because it can't get any worse than what you're already in. So if I was you, I'll listen to what the doctor has to say, because everything that you're telling him, he's observing. So tell him the truth. Don't leave nothing out.
Yeah.
Even the psychotic shit. Even the shit that people won't believe. Because they got to know how to assess your situation and what brain or what part of the brain is it that's being affected. I can't front. The brain has been studied on a long time. And it's to the point where they know where certain emotions come from. They know where certain where you get certain feelings, where certain thought process. Like, for instance, they say the left part of your brain is like where most of your understanding and comprehension comes from and stuff like that. They try to not give you the secrets of the right part of the brain, but we'll leave that for another segment. But yeah, in regards to that, I guess you can say I was medicated by my doctor, and I was prescribed clozapine because I was trying to get Xans. I can't front. I went in there because that's what you hear about on rappers. You hear about songs. You hear Xans. So there's even a nigga named Lil Xans, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Nigga making music and shit.
Lil Xan, yeah.
Lil Xan, some shit. Yeah, exactly. Nigga probably pop like 50 a day, some shit.
Yeah.
So
hard to stop.
I basically got I got clozapine, which is basically a benzo.
Yeah.
It's a how you say it? I don't want to call it a depressant, but it's a downer.
Yeah.
It's basically because I'm naturally hyper. I'm naturally, as you can tell, I'm smoking weed, and this shit is $50 eighth. You get what I'm saying? It's like
you got the top shelf.
All right. Yeah, I have to, bro, because look I'm still active. You get what I'm saying? It's not, it's not stopping me from doing what I gotta do, bro. Because it's medicine, and eventually, this is what I want to lean towards in general, completely.
Yeah.
But this is I feel like it's a process, and I'm going through that process. Till Jesus comes, I'm trying to figure out this process so I can help others. So, my fault. I want to take that driver, but so what you gonna call it? I'm surprised you're not smoking, nigga. You be smoking this shit too. So what you gonna call it?
I smoked right before I got in the air, and this is what's left.
Oh, copy.
That's what's left.
Yeah, well, if you want, you can always stop by, man. I'll give you some, man. Word up. I'll run into you again over there, because you already know my mom's is over there. She right down the block, and that's why make her money and shit. And you already know that's my hometown anyway, nigga. I've been here 28 years, bro. Over here, it's only been 2 years since I moved, so I only have my apartment now 2 years, and so I can't be bougie. You feel what I'm saying? That's my hood. That's my home. Like that's my 175th and Prospect. So
7 fly.
Yeah, you already know the fly. So what you gonna call it? So yeah, basically, well, I want to give a shout out to matter of fact, you just mentioned the fly. Two people helped me too during the whole medication process thing. I'm Bud and Mel. You know them.
Yeah, of course.
What you gonna call it? It was one time basically I was in front of the building
Yeah.
and I had like one of those dopey looks.
Mm-hmm.
They like they knew something was wrong with me. Like they like yo something wrong with this nigga because yo they always around me. Like those it was like I was always around them. It was either us and James. You know what I'm saying? Me,
Yeah.
Bud, Mel, and James.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna call it? Yeah, and we just macking or whatever it is. I'm not trying to leave anybody out. Not, nobody take this personal. I'm just mentioning the people basically that was
On
in my
top of your head. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm actually mentioning people in my building.
In your building. Oh, yeah, your building. Okay.
So nobody else take it, from the hood, take it personal. I'm just talking about the people that basically just lived in 765.
Yeah.
So what you gonna call it? So basically they see me, I was sitting in front of the building, actually the same building I just mentioned. And I was just like on some like, I was bad, bro. I was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically was like, yo, stop taking that shit. Straight up, bro. They said just like that, bro. And there's no other way to sugarcoat it. But I was like, yo, stop taking that shit. And then Mel followed up. And they're like, yeah, nigga, stop taking that shit. Look at you. And then I'm just like,
same thing too. If I would have saw you in that shape, I'm like, put that shit away. I would have taken it away from you. You probably would have beat my ass for it, but I would have took the pills and threw it in the sewer.
It was the medication, but that's because they falsely diagnosed me. Remember, like
yeah,
I came out with the psych ward with everything in their mother.
Yeah,
they tried to give me the whole rainbow.
Those are the ones that you. Oh, those are prescribed to you. Those are the ones that you was in bad shape off.
Yeah, they.
Okay.
Yeah, at first. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
They prescribed me. Yeah, they first. I didn't even have a choice. They prescribed me based on their assumption on how I was acting. Yeah. But I was acting crazy. I was in a fucking psych ward. Nobody want to feel trapped in a place with other crazy people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how y'all want to put crazy, because honestly, there was that point in time where I honestly couldn't even hear the word crazy and I take it offensive. So if anybody want to take that offensive, they can. But I speak from the same shoes. So if you're judging me, you're judging yourself.
Yeah.
Simple. So what you gonna call it? So that's what happened. They basically gave me Respirado. I don't think I got that shit here. I got a fucking whole medicine cabinet. That ass, like. So, but nah, it's not all medication. Obviously, it's all medication. A lot of it's herbs and shit like that. So basically, let me get to it. All right. So the first shit they basically tried to prescribe me was Respirado. That was like a psychedelic medication. That was basically like for people with schizophrenia, psychosis and shit like that. Like, seeing shit, talking to yourself, bugging the fuck out, and I don't think I've ever recalled myself even having that in my life. Yeah. So I knew basically something was wrong, and my family kept telling me take the medication, because they wanted, they wanted what's best for me. I get it, but at the same time, I know my body, and I know my body wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. So I'm like, nah, I'm not taking this medication no more. Bro, I did crazy, stupid shit. Yo, I'm dead serious. My mom had to go to the point where she had to poke a hole in my tires, because I literally took my car without the license plate, bro, in the snow, ice and all, to Jersey, 8 easy passes. Like, the beds, bro, that shit had me bugging the fuck out, bro. And I literally went over there to see my pops because I felt like I was rejected by my moms.
Oh, wow.
And I never made it to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad part. Oh, the funny part is, the Lord was with me. Because our dad went down a one-way over there in Jersey. Cops stopped me.
Oh, shit.
I'm going down a one-way with no license plate.
Oh, no.
In a black Impala.
Oh, no.
Yo.
What part of Jersey was you in?
Yeah. Shout out to my family out there, actually. My cousin, he getting married too. And after that, my other cousin, he getting married. Felix, John, you already know. Man, I love for y'all, yo.
Now, what part of Jersey was you in?
North Brunswick.
God. Yeah, I've been through there before. I've been in New Brunswick before.
Yo, I love it over there, though, yo. That was my home away from home, honestly. And
That's my family, yo. That's my heart over there, bro. Honestly, that's my second heart. You know, regardless of my my media heart, that's right there. That they go right then. Like it's not even that much even space in between. Like you could barely even probably see the space here. But it's a little space there. Like, but we that close. Like that's my brothers. I don't look at them like cousins, and I even look at some of my friends like brothers because
as you should.
I don't know what a friend is, bro. Unfortunately, I don't know what a friend is. And if you don't have the best intent for a person and you don't want what's best for that person and you're not trying to make that person become a better person, then there's no reason for you to call that person a friend.
You're right. Because a lot of people, even like a lot of people who you hang around with or meet in life, a lot of them is not your friends.
Niggas envy you, bro.
Yes.
Niggas
and they won't tell you. Like I said in the first episode of the show.
Like me, yo, why? Because I got a master's degree, so I'm the craziest one in the family. But it's whatever. I'm not trying to, I'm just throwing something out.
I know. It's like you see in our communities, anything that's not normal is considered crazy. Like if you don't walk around with J's on your feet, you're lame or you're just a weirdo.
And guess what I wear? Reeboks.
Like that's a social stigma in our community. Whatever's not normal, like if you don't chill on the block, you're lame or you're a weirdo, or they talk down to you like they respect you less.
The status thing. It's almost like a game thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like gaining status in a way. Like you gotta have a certain rep.
Yeah. To get to tell your story about myself a little bit, I was at a point in my life where I had to choose what side to go on. Because at one point I was being made fun of because I didn't have the latest bullshit that was out. And I was getting the women, and I'm sorry, I said this, like a lot of the people that was so-called popular on the block or in school, those are the biggest simps ever. You know that, right? They're the biggest simps. They're the biggest simps because
but I still love them though, yo. You still gotta have love.
Everything they do
You still gotta have love for them.
is predicated on impressing the girl.
But it's
lessons.
It's lessons.
Yeah. But I'm not really talking about anybody specific, but I just have to put it out there. It's the truth. They're the biggest simps. They the ones that be simping for women. They'll put their best friend down just to get some coochie. But,
bro, my faith been strong recently so much, bro, that not for nothing. Cause now, you put out there, I got mad pussy in my life, yo.
Yeah.
It's not something that honestly what is it? A moment? You get what I'm saying? What is it? A moment thing, and then you out the door?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even for that right now, bro. Mm-hmm. And then what? Am I gonna be judged because I'm not looking for that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking to have sex. Because I'm looking to have someone take me serious, not look at me like a piece of meat. Because women feel like they're the only ones that sometimes look like, get looked at a piece of meat. But to me, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
And, I'm not just should be used for that either. Feel me? Like I deserve to be loved too. And the fact that I know now how to love myself, ain't no woman gonna come in my life and dictate how my love is gonna go.
You see a lot of the people who wanna put people down just to impress women. Like
they the ones that feel the shit, nigga. They the ones that feel about themselves, nigga.
Like Mr. Billionaire, he just said it just now. He just said it on my IG live. He just said that they're bum. Look at them now, they're bums. Yeah, they selling stripes with the train station. Good job. Where's that gotten you? You peaked in high school. Like, grow up.
That's a fact, yo. I know some that went down they went all the way down the road. Like,
yeah, most of them.
I don't got nothing against street pharmacists. Their word. To me, if you got something against street pharmacists, then you got something against the pharmacist. Because it's the same shit. Yeah. The same people putting the shit in the streets. It's coming all from the same source.
It's worse.
And then they think it's drug trafficking. No, they give you the shit and they set you up with the shit so they can track you down and then say it's drug trafficking.
Yeah, you're right. Reagan talking about war on drugs, but you're the one that helped get it into the country.
It's crazy. All right, but let me we got off track. Want me to get into the medication part of it?
You was like you was basically explaining the medication, but
all right. So basically, right now, basically, I'm prescribed 300 of bupropion, which is a generic brand of Wellbutrin.
Yeah.
And that is it's like a how you say it? It's what's the word for it? It's it's like an extended release. Yeah, that's what it's called, extended release. Meaning that it helps you throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what helps me with my ADHD. And the only reason why is because the doctor didn't recommend a stimulant drug, because of the fact that that's what made me have my psychotic episode, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to go that route. Like, he was getting to the point where I'm telling him, yeah, I need that, because that's what, me thinking, because obviously I'm not the fucking doctor. But that's what I thought that I needed, because I felt better there than what I did there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, I'd rather be there. Give me the Adderall again. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in all reality, though, he know what he was doing. He's a professional. That's why he's a professional. That's why he's a doctor. So that's why they went to school for the years they went to school. That's why they studied medicine as much as they studied medicine. Like, it's common sense, bro. But then you got people at home want to tell you you're wrong. But that's what I love everybody, though, bro. It's nothing that I have personal. I'm just saying this is just to people. I'm speaking. By the way, when I'm speaking because I know there's people out there that's going through the same thing. I know there's people out there basically experiencing the same thing. Yeah. My story is not probably your story, but it's probably relatable. And that's all I'm trying to do, basically, is show that spirituality, your mentality, and your physicality, I don't know, whatever you say that word, if you put it all together, man, you put it in, man, you get your mind right, and you get your spirit right, you get your body right, yo, you good, yo. Everything that's going on in this world, you're untouchable. Word up, you got nothing to worry about. But at the same time, ain't nothing possible without the man above. So, yo, all right, let me get to the point. So what you gonna call it? All right, so I'm basically prescribed Wellbutrin, which is it's sort of like a stimulant medication. And you know what's funny? This is actually given to people. It actually affected me the opposite. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's different. Yeah. Because Wellbutrin was first made as a medication to like give to people who were like smokers.
Oh wow!
So they would not have the urge to smoke. So you would think like, wow, weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck this thing is taking Wellbutrin?
No, like people who smoke nicotine, right? Or just anything. Nicotine?
Oh, no, that's what I'm trying to say. They give them this medication to try to have them off of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, it's almost a form of stimulant too, but it's not really a stimulant, but it does the job of a stimulant. So basically, I was prescribed, and I was prescribed 300 milligrams, and I was prescribed 75 milligrams of the same thing, but short release. Yeah. So basically 300 milligrams, it basically helps you throughout the day or whatever it is. I take it on a daily basis. The 75 milligrams, though, I only take it every other day. Why? Because I don't want my body building tolerance to the medication.
Exactly.
And also, I have to take clozapine because this medication, I have anxiety and ADHD. That's what I have. That's what I suffer from. I suffer from anxiety and ADHD.
Okay.
So because of my ADHD medication, that shit makes my thoughts go crazy. My anxiety go insane. So they got to balance it. Yeah. So that's where the clozapine comes into place. I'll take 0.5 clozapine, what I was mentioning earlier in regards to that whole Xanax situation and everything. Yeah. And and that's like a benzo. That's like almost like a downer. So it basically balance. It gives me that balance.
And how many tablets of each you have to take every single day?
Basically, I take one in the morning, and I take put like this. I'm gonna be honest. I just tell you my schedule.
Okay.
Monday through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I take what I'm supposed to take in the morning regularly.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, because I take what I take regularly Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I basically take the clozapine because I know I'm gonna be a little. You get what I'm saying? Like probably just a little bit more jittery in a way, a little bit more expressive. So I got to balance the highs with the lows. So what you gonna call it? But then the days where I try to balance everything, like for instance, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends, because maybe I might want to have a drink or something like that.
Yeah.
So I try to stay off of the clozapine maybe, or I try to stay off the clozapine in the afternoon, and I try to stay off the other pill in the afternoon. So basically, like 4 days out of the week, I'm not. You get what I'm saying? Like 3 days, I'm using what I'm supposed to be using, but 4 days, I'm using it, but I'm using it to a point where my body doesn't gain a tolerance to it, and it's not used or abused.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like basically that's what it is, and I can't front though. Some medications take longer than others. Like Wellbutrin is not like Adderall. Adderall, that shit would hit you like this.
Uh-huh.
But Wellbutrin, unfortunately, it takes time. It takes like about 4 to 8 weeks and stuff like that.
Right.
So some things do require patience. You might think it's impossible. You might think you might not be able to get through it. You might think, you're not seeing the light of the tunnel. The shit's not working. I'm popping pills. Why the fuck is not working?
Yeah.
You gotta have patience, man. Just have trust in your doctor and just have faith. And because at the end of the day, you can't be in a worse situation than what you're already in.
You're right about
There's
that.
only one way to go, and that's up. So, all right, so get off of that part. In regards to medication, because to be honest, I'm trying to get rid of this shit, man. I'm trying not to even use this shit anymore. But unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yeah, I know you
I use like natural supplements. This helps. Try iodine.
Iodine?
Yeah, iodine. Believe it or not, it helps because unfortunately there is a virus. There is that whole COVID and all that or whatever. It is. But that radiation shit is serious, people. Whether y'all want to take it serious or not. And this is the only thing that basically helps you build tolerance is iodine. And I use tri-iodine. But try not to get the wrong one because there's some that just like focus on thyroids. Yeah. So you don't need to focus on your thyroids if you ain't got fucking thyroid problems. You know what I'm saying? But I basically use this shit and I can't front. This was an ex that put me on to this shit.
Yeah.
Last couple of years, I've been recycling women. And it's not even like on purpose. It's just because I know what I want. I get to know them and I see it's not what I want. And I push it, keep it moving because I'm not on that time. I'm on Jesus time. That's the only time I know. If you can't respect it, then keep it pushing. So that's a good one. Iodine. Ashwagandha. I don't know if you heard of it. Ashwagandha.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, ashwagandha.
You're giving me an education right now. That's why I'm like, and I'm like intrigued.
Yeah, no worries. Ashwagandha, basically, this actually helps you in numerous ways. This actually helps you with mood, and it helps you with your partner. Like for those of you who are like antisocial and feel like, you've been like your partner just all of a sudden just changed out of nowhere and like fucking started going crazy and shit like that. And you don't know what the fuck happened to him and he needs a better mood. I would recommend to start with ashwagandha because ashwagandha keeps the lady happy in the bed and keeps her happy in the streets. So yeah. And it's not even it's not like Viagra or nothing like that. Yeah. It's a natural supplement. Like literally, I can read what's in this stuff, bro. It's black pepper extract. It's piperine. It's magnesium. Yeah. It's rice powder. It's it's like it's stuff that basically I guess can do the job. And I do research though. I don't just take stuff. Take it. And I honestly, because of the fact I have a behavioral science background, I try my best. I try to look at reviews. I try to look at all of them. Like, it's hard for me to even pick one because I look probably through like 100 of them before I pick one. You get what I'm saying? And I probably done use maybe about 3 before I find the right one for me. You get what I'm saying? So ashwagandha is good. And recently, I can't front. I've been leaning towards like half and half because it don't matter if you take this with your medication; it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
These are natural supplements. And magnesium. Magnesium is basically for your joints. It's for your bones and shit like that. It's for your muscles. It's for your nerves. And yeah, it's basically to keep your body intact a little bit, you know, for people who like to work out and shit like that, or people who don't work out actually, you know, and bones is not feeling right. And it's hard for you to stretch sometimes, and you want to start stretching, maybe you should probably start there, use some magnesium.
Yeah.
But Big Sean mentions that I Can't Find one of his songs as it didn't work for him. But that's because, you know why? In his recent album. But that's because they used it in the wrong way. They used it for his heart. They tried to use it because the nigga had a heart monitor. Like he almost basically had a fucking heart transplant. And you giving a dude magnesium? Like, that's not what you're supposed to give him. That's just for muscle, bones, and nerves.
Yeah.
You don't give a nigga fucking magnesium for his heart. So whatever. It sounded like nigga probably tried to kill him. So, and that's what he said too. That's the funny shit. Oh, and at the same time, because you're taking medication and because you're trying to go so natural or whatever it is, you got to have a liver supplement. You got to have a liver supplement. A liver supplement is extremely important because you have to cleanse your liver on a daily basis.
You're right.
This stuff do fuck up your liver. Excuse my language. This stuff do get to your liver. So you got to have some type of liver supplement where basically cleanse your liver at night and stuff like that. So basically I use certain ones at the night. Basically what I use at night, I use magnesium, my liver, and what you gonna call it? Oh, turmeric. Ooh, wait, I got you right now. Yep. So yeah, I can't find. Oh yeah, wait, am I bugging or am I bugging? I don't even know. I think I take. Oh yeah, wait, no, I think I'm wrong. Whatever. But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I just take these two at night because they kind of like get you like sleepy in a way too, in a little bit. So you know, it helps you with sleep too, like for people who have sleep apnea and stuff like that. You know, also like you know that's bad. Like I had that like when I was suffering from anxiety severely.
Sleep apnea?
No. Well, I don't know if that's what it's called. I mean, where you can't sleep.
That's insomnia. Sleep apnea is when you periodically stop breathing when you sleep. It could be so severe that you need a mask just to help.
I had that. That's what it is. That's why I thought that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, insomnia.
You can't sleep.
They even gave me medication for that one time called
Ambien
or something like that. But that's
Ambien. My grandmother took that, and she had episodes where she would hallucinate. She will think something's wrong with her, but really it's not. And that's because they upped their dosage for somebody her age.
Also, it's good to keep a daily planner because it's like, you know, depending, like when you first going through the process, obviously, you're going to have probably memory issues. You're going to go through side effects. You're going to do different things. So it's like, you probably even going to forget sometimes the day of the week.
Yeah, my grandmother has a pill box just like that.
So like, I recommend that
She's
too.
diabetic, so she takes medication every day from Sunday to Saturday.
And if you ever feel like you lacking energy or you feel like you need a boost of energy at work or something like that, or something like just a quick pick-me-up, I use B12. I use vitamin B12. Everybody has their own thing, but I just stick to B12 because it helps. I could pop like 1, 2 of these and I'm good to go. And that last hour of the work day that's hard to get through, breezy. And oh yeah, don't forget this, guys. Turmeric. Oh, and that's why I don't have it. I use my elderberry in the morning. But yeah, elderberry is great too, of course. A lot of people know that. But turmeric is awesome, man. Turmeric is probably it's basically for like inflammatory response, like people who have like digestive issues sometimes. And like this stuff contains like root extract. It contains nothing but turmeric actually. Black pepper fruit, ginger root, organic, by the way. All this stuff is organic. And the brand is My Kind Organics, Garden of Life. And yeah, it's good because it's turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and it helps with your digestive system. And me, unfortunately, I have problems with my digestive system. And it be, and it's because of health issues or whatever it is. Like I don't eat, I'm pescatarian. Okay. So unfortunately, mentally is not the only thing. So yeah, do got problems, but who don't? It is what it is. But pretty much, honestly, everything's manageable. Everything's taken care of. Nothing is like I live a normal life. I go to school. I just started school today. I work a full-time job. I was just a director. I'm a great father, as y'all can tell.
What are you assistant director of?
Huh?
What are you assistant director of?
I was basically assistant director of for a shelter for the Department of Homeless Services.
Okay.
And a family shelter.
Gotcha.
So basically, I monitor staff and families, and there was actually something that happened. Well, it has to do with the pandemic, so I don't want to talk about that stuff.
Right.
But whatchamacallit? So yeah, man, I'm basically that, but before that I was doing housing and case management.
Okay.
But right now I'm basically management because I'm getting my master's, of course. Why am I gonna go down? It don't make no sense. My mom always getting tight because she think I can't settle. It's not that. Mom always got, I feel like there's always room to improve.
But that's the thing. The older generation always wants us to settle. They always want us to settle for something because that's what's paying the bills right now. They don't want. It's like they don't want us to think about the future. They want us to think about the now, and settle. And like, no, that's not like if I have kids, I'm not going to teach them to settle.
You're right.
I'm not going to teach Sky to settle neither.
Exactly, and they're not teaching you how to settle now. They're backside. I said that wrong. They're supposed to teach you about now, but not in that aspect, not in that way. They're supposed to teach you in regards to like receiving your blessings.
Yes.
Because the only way you can receive your blessings, you have to be in the present, man. And that's what people don't be understanding. People be too stuck in the past. And I get it. I was like that, bro, for years. This shit was, like I said, it took 5 years, man. This shit started probably like at 25 and I'm 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I probably just got over it maybe a year ago or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like where I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like I gotta accept it. It is what it is. When Jesus comes, he'll take care of it. For now, it's a blessing in disguise and a gift and a curse at the same time. So, but yeah, man. Where I was at though, sorry, you
was basically saying that your parents they got mad because your parents wanted you to settle, but you're trying to aim. You're trying to go for your masters as you should.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you're right. In regards to the settling part, you're absolutely right. A person should never settle. I don't recommend no one.
In the moment, but never settle.
Yeah, in the moment, exactly. Focus on the moment because that's all you can focus on. Like if you're good in the present, then you're good. There's nothing for you to worry about. There's nothing you can fix in the past. It's not like you can go back, rewrite that shit. Make some corrections, make some edits, put some emojis or something. Like, nah, it's impossible. And then your future's already dictated for you if you believe the man above. So it's like focus on your present, man. Take it one day at a time. Take it one step at a time. And who knows where it'll take you. Look at me here. And I didn't think I'd be where I'm at today. And I do my thing for myself, bro.
Yeah.
Take care of myself. And I can't front. I got support from my moms and shit, because a mom's always going, you can't stop. That's what people don't understand. I get with certain women and they be like, oh, like your mom this and your mom that. It's like, what you want me to do? Tell my mom not to give me something?
But wait. What do they exactly say? I need to hear this.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because my mom don't even visit me. Put it like that. My mom way of visiting me sometimes is funny because we get along more from a distance.
Okay.
So my mom way of visiting me is basically dropping me off stuff sometimes.
That's fine.
You get what I'm saying? Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. Anybody who does have a problem with that, that's a red flag in my book. Because why would it's like me getting mad at their parents for them giving you gifts sometimes because they're always going to be your parents no matter how old you are.
But they're essential supplies and shit.
I'm saying, If they're going to get mad at that, then that's a red flag. That's
what I'm going to tell them. Nah, ma, don't give it to me, ma. Take that shit. Like, give somebody else.
I feel you on that.
So what you gonna call it? And not only that, your mom is your mom, yo, and you only got one, man.
Yeah.
If you ain't striving to live to, in eternity, because I feel, everybody should live strive to live in eternity with Jesus Christ. Everyone's faith is different, but that's what it says in the scriptures. So that's what I strive for until he proves me wrong, then I ain't gonna believe otherwise. But besides that, in regards to my mom's, man, I love my mom's, man. Yo, that's my heart, yo. She's my rock, and I don't know where I'll be without her, yo. Honestly, and she's the reason why I am the way I am today, and I give all the credit to her, to be honest. Even though she threw knives at the windows at me sometimes, even though she like sorry that I said that, ma. But yo, Will, we had it bad, yo. I don't care. Anybody can relate. Yo, we had it bad. Yo, our discipline wasn't like the children's discipline now.
No.
So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man. But I guess if I could tell anybody out there, honestly, mentally, get yourself right, man. Get yourself right. I know you're in hell. It probably feel like you're in hell right now, but there is a light. There is a light, and even if it's a little bit, go towards that. Continue to seek that until you find the answer, and also gain understanding while you at it. While you gain an understanding of what you basically going through, then accept it. Because if you don't accept it, that's the hardest part. Honestly, the hardest part is the pits and accepting it. The other parts is the easiest. That ass, because you helping yourself, you want to help yourself.
Yeah.
And the success, obviously, you succeeded. But the hardest part is literally accepting it and getting out the pits.
Right.
And yeah, man. But all I say is that if you got that one person that's a good support system, if you got anybody, whether it's family, friends, gang members, it don't matter. Whoever it is, like
you hold close.
Yeah, exactly. Like just like as long as it's love, man, and they got good intentions for you, and they got the best interest for you, and you could feel it, because you could feel love, yo. I don't care what nobody say. You could feel love, and if you feel that, go gravitate towards that. Maybe it's something there, and maybe you might have a blessing waiting for you. And if you don't seek it through, you ain't never gonna know what's gonna be at that.
Right.
And this is what was at my end. I'm on my own. Like I said, I got my master's degree. I live with my daughter. Got a 2-bedroom apartment, beautiful, awesome, in a brand new building. Live in a great neighborhood. I'm blessed from head to toe. I got a little nice gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, I can't not be mad. I can't be mad at life, even though I've been through everything that I've been through. What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? Yeah, where am I gonna get at? Where am I gonna get at?
Yeah, you get nowhere just dwelling on it. Is like you have to like my boy VJ in the chat. He said you have to go through hell in order to get to heaven. It's true. It's very true. Because you have to hit rock bottom.
Just sit tight.
Yeah, you just have to hit rock bottom.
Show.
Yeah, you hit rock bottom before you go up. And right now you're up.
And it's a midlife crisis too. It's a midlife crisis too. People don't get it twisted. People also go through midlife crisis, and people be thinking it's mental health. It's just they just don't get that they just basically went from being taken care of to now
taking care of yourself.
Exactly. And when that shit hits you because you ain't getting the funds that you need, or you ain't able to do certain things that you want to do no more, because then that's when all the problems happen, unfortunately. But all that revolves around the dollar bill, and time will control people, because everybody try to keep up with time, and everybody try to have the most money. Yeah,
and you got people who take money over their own integrity. Those are the type of people that I tend to stay away from, because for the right price, they'll probably clap you for the right price. They'll put your brains all over somebody's car and walk away.
Yo, 5 stacks.
They will take a dirty 380, blow your brains out, and walk away like Vince McMahon walks to the ring. He's away from the scene.
And then he better get that shit to his family right after, because that shit ain't going. That's the only way he's gonna make it in his commissary.
Yeah. He's done. Like people like that, like people destroy their lives just for the almighty dollar. I'm like, I ain't nothing wrong with making money. I'm like,
Harriet Tubman was even supposed to be on
live, but like if that's how you value life, like if money goes against any principles and integrity you got, then stay away from me. Stay away from me. Because that means you'll probably have me killed if the price was right.
That's a fact.
Fuck out of here.
That's a fact. And my life don't revolve around a dollar bill, bro. And it's like I need it to support myself, to feed my daughter, to get through this crisis or whatever. Even though, like I said, we'll probably leave that for a whole nother.
You see, you're making your money doing something that you want to do.
Oh yeah, I like doing it.
A lot of these people are out here making money doing something that they probably have no choice at the time to do.
Oh, that sucks. Yo, you know what's funny?
That means you're mentally poor.
Go ahead.
You're mentally poor at that point.
Yo, I'm gonna mention this though. I had some girl, right? And yo, this also for those of you going for your education, yo, I'm gonna say it again. For those of you going for your education, yo, just like you don't knock nobody hustle, yo. If you ain't got nothing against nobody, ain't nobody should have nothing against you.
Yeah.
Your ideology, your ideals, your goals is not the same as the next man and should never have to be the same as the next man. You was born alone, you was brought to this world alone. Focus on yourself. You don't know where that's going to take you. But people so stuck on a thing. Oh, loans. They put all that shit in your head. Yo, bro, I never even thought I'd even be getting 6 years of college, bro. I didn't think I'd get 2. I dropped out of high school.
See?
I dropped out in 10.5. Nah, I went and got my GED and all that shit. But what it was, I took school serious because I had a child at 18.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That age shit ain't nothing either sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I had an artist that I listened to, Juice WRLD, again, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Like, that dude, he was a great artist. And he was what? Just turned 21.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah, like you can't put these material things over your integrity. Like,
and he spoke about mental health a lot.
I listen to his music, but I heard some of it.
Nah, him and Joyner told me a lot, yo. Because look, you know what's funny? Juice WRLD spoke about the anxiety, and Joyner spoke about the
Joyner Lucas. So I love Joyner Lucas.
Huh?
I love Joyner.
He spoke about the ADHD.
Yeah,
so it's like, yo, it was just like, yo, that's all I need to listen to.
Yeah,
get it?
Yeah, that song was that song is my favorite song from him so far.
And one more thing, also, I could suggest things for days. I hope I didn't miss anything. Create short-term and long-term goals and start somewhere, man. A step is a progress, no matter what. Yeah. Just one step. Mm-hmm. And also create goals and put those images somewhere. A professor told me this. And this is something I just did recently.
Oh, do you listen to Extricacion? Have you listen to him?
Oh, I listen to Jesus.
No. Did you ever listen to X? No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. I meant like if I met like listen to somebody that preaches or something like, you know,
he used to do that. Died 2 years ago.
Nah, that was my dude, man. His music nasty, yo.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah, I need to listen to more of him.
That's my song.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a dope artist too, from what I've heard.
That's a fact.
People just have to, like leave other people to their own vices. Because not everybody's way of life is the way yours is, so we shouldn't knock every other's way of life. But if it only when it starts to affect other people. Like if you out here hurting people just to get paid, then I don't want nothing to do with you, because that means you don't care about nobody but yourself. You don't care. There's ways to make your living without hurting other people. Maybe people don't see it that way, but I do. There's other ways.
I do too.
Nobody's stopping you from doing anything legitimate. You just don't want to do it because it's too slow for you. You want to do it. You want to do it the quick way.
That's what happened to me. That's why I took Adderall.
Yeah.
Or she said, fucking me in my life.
But any last words? Because we about to,
yeah, I know. I already know, bro.
We got about a few minutes.
Vibes, bro. I feel the vibes.
Yeah, good vibes, bro.
Nah, yo, honestly, yo, I appreciate you having me on here, man. You know, it's an honor, man. You know, and you know, it was nice bumping into you the other day.
Yes.
Like I said, open door policy, Will. You know, if you ever, more than welcome. And yeah, man, you know, this is wonderful, man. And you know, if I could just help one person, man, honestly, that means a lot, you know. And that's honestly, that's all I'm trying to do at the end of the day. And nothing against Skip Bayless and nothing like that, you know. I understand. Like I said, you know, he had his right to feel the way he had to feel because of the fact that generation thing.
I just feel like he's closed-minded. I feel like that generation that Skip came from, and earlier than that, I believe his comments were closed-minded.
And they look down too. They look down.
I'm not gonna just, you know, I'm not gonna rag on them.
And they're intimidated. They're intimidated a little bit because of the fact that we know a little bit more because we advance physically and technology.
Yeah.
So it's like
a lot of them just don't want to sit there and have the conversation because that's not what they were taught, or that's not what their generation was about. Their parents didn't teach them to do that, so they didn't teach their kids to do that.
Yeah, they just taught what they asked.
Yeah, they just taught the take them to the woodshed. They got out of line. That's not how you're supposed to do things.
That's right.
But is there anything else you want to say to the people before we sign off?
Nah, man, yo, just peace and blessings, yo. You know, Jesus loves everyone, yo. You know, whether you guys believe it or not, you know. And yeah, I already see times, man. I ain't gotta talk. I don't gotta say but so much, you know. It's not looking good. And if y'all put 2 and 2 together, I ain't gotta say but so much. So just have patience, hang in there. But my dude's coming, yo. Yeah, dude's coming. Y'all dude's coming. Everyone's dude's coming. And have faith, yo.
Just take it one day at a time. I hope whoever's listening to this can learn from this, take something from this. Because I invite free thinking people on the show, and you're a free thinker. So I appreciate having you on. I appreciate you bringing your beautiful daughter on. She's just like she's very
that's my best friend, bro. Like I did talk to her more than I talk to anybody else.
Yeah, I see.
Like she's gonna give me her honest opinion.
Just watching y'all two interact, I know I see it. It's like, you know, it's like you don't even have to say nothing. I can see it.
It's natural.
Yes, it's natural. So it's like y'all felt comfortable being around each other, even on this camera, even being on live and stuff. So I appreciate her insight because she's a smart little girl. For a 12-year-old, she's very bright. She better than I did, and I'm 32. And that's not even a rag on myself; it's to give her a compliment.
And yo, like I said, she be surprising me. So it's like all I be trying to do is keep up sometimes. You get what I'm saying? And the things that they really supposed to be teaching children, they're not. So all you gotta do is literally teach your children the truth, man. That's it, man. Stop making life so difficult, yo. It's so easier to love than what it is to fucking hate, man. Ass, man. No, I'm bugging. It's so easy to fucking hate than what it is to love, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's easier to hate rather than it is to love. You're right about that.
So yo, love, yo. You can't fight evil with evil, man. Love conquers all. Love will prevail. Yes. Love one another, yo. Because dividing and subtracting ain't gonna conquer shit. You gotta unite, man. Y'all really want to do something, man? Unite. Come together. Serve a real purpose. You know, and understand what's actually going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the people. It's them. And that's what we need to focus on. And I don't need to get into names and all that shit. Because all that shit is out there already.
Yeah.
People need to switch their focal point, man. We need to unite and focus on them.
Yeah.
And then after that, we ain't got shit to worry about.
You're right about that. And on that note,
too many of us. It's too many of us. It's too many of us, man. I'll say that again. It's too many of us.
Yeah. You're right about that.
They haven't even fucked with the Bronx yet. Yo, I dare them. The Bronx is fucking it's insane. Yo, I don't even know how that would look. I really try to portray that in my mind, like a Bronx takeover. I can't see that happening. The Bronx is an animal in its own. The Bronx has its own like identity. Like, like I feel sorry for people thinking they know the blueprint of the Bronx. Like, people create fucking apps and shit.
But on that note, I got Fame coming on tomorrow on the show.
Yeah, shout out to Fame too, yo.
Yes, I got him coming on the show tomorrow. Like I said, I have Chris Pinson on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I got Fritz at 9 p.m. this Wednesday. Then I got my homie Rated R. I got him on this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's gonna be right here on YouTube. And you can listen to the rest of this or any parts of this episode or any or any other episodes. You can go on the Spreaker Radio app, the William Green Experience / Spreaker Radio, or Spreaker Radio / the William Green Experience. That's how it goes. I always forget that. Gap and Night is the William Green Experience without the E.